Good afternoon. My name is Richard. This is Over and Over and Over Again. The big day is finally here. The Champions League final, Arsenal versus Barcelona. What a game we have got for you this afternoon. Are Arsenal going to make a little bit of history and win the Champions League for the second time, the first time in the modern era of the Champions League? Well, it's all going to be an exciting afternoon, isn't it? It's going to be a tense afternoon. It's going to be nervy, but we have to be here, don't we, to witness what could be a little piece of history. So come with us and let's enjoy what is going to be an incredible game. So good afternoon. Hope you are well. Looking forward to this game, I'm sure. How are you feeling right now? It's a mixture of lots of different emotions at the moment, isn't it? Nerves, it's excitement, a little bit of fear, slightly maybe. But anyway, what is the team that Renee has picked to create this piece of history today for Arsenal women? So this is how we line up then. Not really any surprises in the lineup, is there? So Daphne Van Domselaar, as expected, is fit. She starts in goal. The back four is Emily Fox, Leah Williamson, Steph Catley and Katie McCabe. In midfield, it is Kim Little, the captain, Frida Marnham and Mariona Caldente, of course, former Barcelona player. And then in the front three, it's Chloe Kelly. She gets the nod over Beth Mead alongside Caitlin Ford. And, of course, Leslie Russo, our top scorer this season with 20 goals. On the bench then for Arsenal, where it's pretty much everybody else in the squad, isn't it? Manu Zinsberger and Naomi Williams are two goalkeepers. Lotta Woobermoy, Leah Cadena, Amanda Illerstadt, Jenna Nice-Wonga, the defenders. Leah Volti, Kyra Cooney-Cross and Vicky Palova as the midfielders. And then in the attack, we've got Lena Hurtig, Beth Mead and Stina Blackstenia. So a strong bench for Arsenal. For Barcelona, they seem to have filled their team with a lot of attacking players. In goal, it is Kata Cole. Their back four, we think it's a back four. Irene Paredes, Mappy Leon, Patricia Guardero and Ona Bata. In midfield, it's Aita Bonmati, Caroline Graham Hansen and Alexia Puteas. And of course, in their front three, it's Ua Paja, Claudia Pida, and of course, Frida Rina Rolfo. Of course, it's a strong Barcelona team, but we know it's going to be a strong Barcelona team. Very, very attack heavy, isn't it? Now, that might play into our hands a little bit with our attacking threat. We'll have to see, but it's all about how we play today, isn't it? It's all about how we approach this game and whether or not we can carry out this game plan. It's going to be very difficult, isn't it, to stop this Barcelona team, but who knows? It's a one-off game. It's a cup final. Anything can happen, and we're definitely good enough. DMD says, come on, you Gunners. Greg says, in the ground, they can't be making much money giving away free drinks and free scars. Why don't they just put a big screen on the pitch? Anyway, Miss Pinksot says, Red and White Army, come on, you Gunners. Indeed. Ryan says, come on, you Gunners. Greg says, hang on. They haven't even bothered getting a direct link there showing Dazn. Wow. Are they really? They've really not... they really haven't got much of a clue when it comes to this game, have they? The importance of it and what they could and should have done. Anyway, Miss Pink Sock says, okay, chat, let's manufacture a solid, perfect performance from our Gunner girls. Indeed, let's make sure that we... I mean, to be honest with you, we know it's going to be difficult. We know how good Barcelona are, but You know, they seem to have filled their team with very, very attacking-minded players. And that might end up, I say, playing into our hands a little bit, mightn't it? You know, if we can get in their faces, if we can close them down and press as well as we did against Lyon, then we've definitely got a good chance in this game today, because, you know, Barcelona won't be used to that on a regular basis. You know, in the Spanish league, they're not really tested. They score a lot of goals because other teams, they're just much better than everyone else in their league, pretty much. But they have lost, 3 or 4 games this season. They've lost two in the Champions League, and they've lost a couple in the league as well. So they are definitely beatable. There's no doubt about that. We're going to have to defend really, really, really well today, much better than we have done in our last 3 or 4 games that we've played in the WSL. But this is a different challenge. It's a different game, and I'm not particularly worried about how we're going to defend today. I think having Daphne back in goal is a massive, massive boost. We know how important she is. And I think having Manu in goal the last few games has definitely led to some uncertain defending in front of her. But this is back to our strongest defence, really, isn't it? Our strongest defence. But, you know, there's we know how difficult this game's going to be, but we've got here. We've come through the hard way, as we saw, didn't we? We talked about last night on the show. We've seen how difficult our run's been. But how many times have we, from nowhere, looked like we were out, come back and found a way to get through? And here we are in the final. You know, it's a fantastic achievement for this team, and a fantastic achievement as well. Oh, hang on, I didn't turn the power on. A fantastic achievement as well, for not only for the team, but for the manager as well. Of course, came in at a difficult time early in the season and has managed to really invigorate the whole group, and, you know, given us a new belief that we can achieve some great stuff. You know, some great stuff. Ryan says they're supposed to be 27, 28 degrees. Well, nice weather, but maybe not quite such a nice weather to play a game of football in. But I'm sure we'll cope with that. Which means that we can manage the heat. Yeah, well, I'm sure we will. Andy Dubs, how doing? Andy says, hi, Greg, Miss Pinksauce. Let's do this indeed. Let's do this. Let's indeed do this. What are we thinking, guys? Are we confident? Are we confident that we can pull it off? I must admit, at the moment, I'm fairly calm. I've seen the team. It's pretty much as I expected the team to be. So there's no shocks there. Obviously, we're delighted that Daphne's in goal. And it's a big opportunity, isn't it? No one expects us to win. There'll be nobody out there that expects us to win this game. So maybe that's in our favour, because, you know, that's often when these cup shocks happen, you know, when the underdog wins. And we are the underdog. We're not maybe used to being the underdog very often. You know, obviously in the WSL, in most games, we're expected to win. But, you know, games against Chelsea maybe are tough. But look at the last 2 seasons. You know, we've beaten Chelsea in cup finals, and not many people expected us to do that, to do it 2 seasons in a row. So we've got experience of that. Yes, we don't have Champions League final experience, do we? Well, most of our team don't. Obviously, Mariona does, having won it with Barcelona, of course. But I don't know. I'm feeling quietly confident that, you know, we can do this today. I really feel that we can do it today. And he says excited and nerve-wracking. Yeah, it's exciting. I say at the moment I'm fairly calm. There's not really that much pressure on us. We've got a fantastic opportunity to create a bit of history, and I just hope that the girls don't freeze on the occasion, which, you know, can happen obviously in such a big game. But I don't think we will. I think that, you know, I think we'll be calm, and I think we'll carry out the game plan. I think we'll you know, we'll use the experience of big games that we've got. We'll use the game against Lyon, of course, as well, to give us that bit of extra confidence. And maybe we can catch Barcelona on a day where they're not maybe totally on their game. And it happens. It happens in finals. It really does. Greg says, don't be nervous, Ange, you'll be okay. Just got to be tight in defence. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. I mean, we can't afford to be as sloppy in defence as we have been, obviously, the last few games. But I say we're definitely back in goal. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think she brings a calmness to the defence as well. And we know that, you know, when she's needed, she can make saves and keep us in the game. But anyway, let's see what's going to happen, because, you know, we know how good this Barcelona team are. They've got goals galore in them, haven't they? And I say it's a very attacking lineup that that they've started with today. So we're going to have to be on our game, aren't we? Defensively, we're just going to have to really, really be switched on. We're going to have to close down. We're going to have to, win every individual battle throughout the team. And if we do that, then obviously we'll have a great chance, won't we, of pulling off what would be a shock. It might not necessarily be a shock to us because, we're Arsenal and we expect to win most games that we play, don't we? But, I think it would be a shock if we were to pull this off today. But I think we can. I'm confident that we can. And it's just a matter of seeing how the girls feel. Obviously, the teams are going to be coming out in very, very shortly, about 5 or 10 minutes' time. The ground's a sellout. I mean, there's still some empty seats there. I think fans are still making their way in, probably, down in the concourse area. Some probably still outside, soaking up the atmosphere there as well. It's going to be a great occasion, this, isn't it? I mean, it's been a very, very long time since an Arsenal team's been in a Champions League final. Men or women, of course. The women were the last ones to do so. But that was, of course, a very different type of competition then, wasn't it? It was a two-legged final for a start of. And women's football, as Kim Little said yesterday in her press conference, women's football's come on such a long way since 2007 when we won this competition under a different name. And for me, this is the first proper Champions League final that we've been in. So, let's make the most of this opportunity and let's go out there and give everything and do what we can to try to bring that trophy home. Imagine that with the season that we've had, if we were to win this game today and win the Champions League, that would just be absolutely incredible, wouldn't it? It really would be absolutely incredible. It looks like Ange and Greg have met up in the Emirates today, which is great. Greg says, we'll know how it's going to go after 20. But yeah, I think you're right. I think if we're still in, if you remember the first, the game against Lyon away, in particular, we got a great start, didn't we? And we settled into the game. At home, we didn't. We were off it in the first 20, 25 minutes. We found ourselves a goal down. And if that happens today, it's going to be very, very difficult, isn't it? Because I think our best chance is to score first. Whatever point in the game that is, whether it's in the first 10 minutes, if it's in the final 5 minutes, if we score first, then that's our best chance, isn't it? I think if Barcelona get themselves in front, then I think we are going to find it really, really difficult then to be able to turn it around. But who knows? We've come back from really difficult situations this season on several occasions, not least, of course, in this competition. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm overconfident, but I'm quietly confident that we can do this, And says definitely score first. Yeah, we definitely need to score first. I don't really much doubt about that. Joe is with us. Hope you are doing well, Joe. I hope your score prediction from last night isn't correct. Terry says, after Richard and Miss Pinksox and the main man, Greg, plus everyone in the chat, am I the only one that expects us to win if we don't sack Arteta and Renee in my book? I mean, to be honest with you, I would say I expect us to win. I think we can win, and I am quietly confident. But let's not underestimate Barcelona, who are very, very good, as we know, with some world-class players. Most of them are Spanish as well, aren't they, in their team? And I do think that helps. All these players play together at international level. They play together at club level. And I think that's the difference. Arsenal have got players from all over the world in our side. All over Europe, mostly, with a couple of Americans in the squad, but Australians, I suppose. But, the Barcelona team have got mostly Spanish players, apart from, obviously, Caroline, Graham Hansen and Rolfo and obviously Pajot, who's Polish. They haven't, all the others are Spanish in their team, and we've only got 3 English players in our starting lineup today, which is Leah Williamson, Chloe Kelly and Alessi Russo. So, I think that does give them a slight advantage in that sense, but, it's on the day at the end of it, isn't it? That's what, football's about. And I certainly don't feel that this Barcelona team are maybe quite as good as some of the Barcelona teams from the recent years. And I think, obviously, last time we played them, they beat us quite comfortably, didn't they? It was 4-0 away and it was 4-1, wasn't it? At the Emirates, wasn't it? In the group stage. But I say we've come on a long way since then. We're a lot better team now. Joe says, Arsenal take your chances. Exactly, yeah. That's what we need to do. And I think if we do take our chances, then, we will have a fantastic opportunity, won't we, today, to create a little bit of history. that no one would have expected even 3 or 4 months ago, even maybe 2 months ago, even after the first leg of the semi-final. No one would have expected us to be in this position that we're in. So you have to give credit to everybody at the club, all the players, the coaching staff, the manager, just for the way that we've turned this around this season. And now we are here. Actually, I think I've got the squad all the way around, because actually I thought Barcelona had the home dressing room, but I think actually Arsenal has. So I'm going to change that, just because it's going to annoy me otherwise, and it will be the same as it's on the screen. That's better, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, it's going to be an opportunity, isn't it, to create this new chapter in this club's fantastic history. Greg says, I think Barcelona are going to be overconfident. Yeah, see, I do. I've got a feeling about that. And you look at their lineup as well. It's almost like they thought, well, we don't need to bother defending. Let's just stick a load of attackers in the team, because we're going to keep the ball and we're going to have loads of opportunities, and we won't need to defend. That's almost the impression that I get from their lineup. I haven't really followed them too much in the league. They probably play a similar way in their domestic league, but no one in their domestic league, or very few teams in their domestic league, is going to be able to, create the press that we are going to do today. We've got to do today. Ryan says, get McKay between Putellas and Bon Mati. We just need to be in their faces, don't we, from the start? We need to be closing them down and doing that press that we did so well against Lyon, certainly for the first half an hour. Give everything in that opening half an hour to keep ourselves in this game. We will have chances. No matter how the game plays out, we will get chances. There's absolutely no doubt. You watch any game of football between any teams, whatever the gap between them in quality, both teams have chances in a game, and we will get chances. There's absolutely no doubt. And it's just whether or not we can take at the chances when they come and defend well at the other end. But let's see. Terry says, congratulations on your new PB today. I just watched your vlog. One thing I did notice, you started flashing off your new muscle band. Well, it's what it is, isn't it? But no, I'm glad you watched it. I mean, it was only a PB on that particular route. It's not, my actual PB was a couple of weeks ago, but it was a good run this morning. I enjoyed it. And I like to keep trying to improve now. I've been working hard and getting good results. So yeah, I'm enjoying that, and hopefully some of that will rub off on Arsenal this afternoon, and they can show similar kind of improvements that I have as well. But it is gonna be a tense-old game, I'm sure. And yeah, I kind of hope, we did mention it on the show last night, didn't we, that the fear is that the game could be over in 20 minutes, half an hour, couldn't it? If Barcelona get a head of steam up, if they get an early goal, there's every real possibility that they could go on and have it wrapped up within half an hour, because they've done it before. They did it in the second leg against Chelsea, for example. I do think that game was slightly, because of the score in the first leg, that Chelsea had a completely different mindset in that second leg. And even in the first leg, Chelsea got it back to 2-1, and then it was only in a very few closing minutes that Barcelona got those two killer goals, didn't they? And had it finished 2-1, it might have been a different semi-final, and it certainly wouldn't have ended up in the way that it did. Anyway, Joe says it doesn't appear to be all Barca in the build-up. Where are Dazn based? That might explain. I don't know where they are based. I don't know what country they're from, Dazn, actually. But anyway, anyway, we've disappeared. What's going on? Are we back? No. Sorry about that. I don't know what's happened. It seems I seem to get an issue with when I've got two internet things open at the same time, which is obviously the DAZN and obviously this. But anyway, let's not worry about that too much. John says, up the Gunners, toughest game of the season. Hopefully, we'll get a run of luck and bring that trophy. Exactly, yeah. And I think you're right. I think luck will play a part in this game. There's no doubt about it. We saw in the semi-final, didn't we, getting that early own goal in our favour, set that game up for us. And, you know, we need some luck as well today. We'll have to play well. Of course we will. But, yes, we'll need some luck to go our favour. You know, the ball maybe hitting the post for Barcelona and coming out and it hitting the post for us and going in. Those sort of little moments, aren't they, that can make a big difference. And, you know, in a final, anything can happen. And that's what's given me all week. I've been thinking about it, you know, and that's the one thing that, you know, can happen in a final. Anything. We've seen results. Crystal Palace last week, for example, you know, who really, realistically, who thought the Crystal Palace were going to beat Man City? Probably nobody at all. So there you go. Anyway, the teams are in the tunnel and Arsenal are wearing red, as you would expect, of course. And Barcelona in their home kit as well, the famous sort of, I don't know, it's not really red, is it? It's kind of blue and I don't know what you call it. I suppose it is a red, really, isn't it? But anyway, it's the famous Barcelona colours, of course, that we're used to, and it is going to be and a chance for Arsenal here to get revenge on the 2006 men's Champions League final. If you remember that game, of course, when we were down to 10 men, wasn't we, very early on? Anyway, they're bringing a trophy out, which hopefully Arsenal will be lifting in a couple of hours' time. They're bringing it out onto the pitch. There's a little like opening ceremony kind of thing, which you would tend to get in these occasions, don't you? Which is always good. And yeah, they're bringing this trophy out now on to the pitch to show it off to the crowd, and hopefully that'll be Arsenal lifting that a little bit later on today. Joe says, why does DAZN commentary drowns a percentage of the atmosphere? I can't get a TNT. Oh, well, I don't know. Just turn the sound off. That's what I do, and just watch it and, you know, chat to us. That's what you need to do. Anyway, the trophies have been paraded around the pitch and the players are about to come out onto the pitch as well. They're just putting it on a little plinth now. The Champions League trophy. It's got red and white ribbons on one side. It's got sort of claret and blue ribbons on the other side, or purple and blue. I don't know what colour that is. Anyway, that's what it's got. One of those sets of ribbons is going to stay on there later on, and hopefully it'll be the red and white ones. And the teams are now going to be coming out into the stadium here in Lisbon. Of course, it is a stadium of sport in Lisbon where the Arsenal men's team won 7-1 in the Champions League, of course, earlier this season. Katie McCabe's got a game face on, as you would expect. Ag says, hello, England. A match on Swedish television. See you later. Come on, Arsenal. Indeed. Come on, Arsenal. Let's do this. Let's do this. And the teams are now coming out, and Arsenal are going away to the right-hand side as we look, where the Arsenal fans are gathered here. So it's the Sporting Lisbon Stadium. Kim Little, been there and done it, hasn't she, on several occasions for Arsenal. And she's going to have one more big moment here as Arsenal captain again. I might be better off getting
Arsenal haven't played for 14 days since they beat Manchester United.
All right, hang on. I might have. I think I might have found a better way to watch this. So we're going to try this instead. I do apologise for all this messing about. So I'm going to get rid of Dazn, because Dazn is just playing havoc with my internet. So we are going to go and watch it on the YouTube instead. So let's do that, shall we? That's what I think we're going to do. Yeah, let's do that. Right. Okay, so let's get into it now. The teams are out, and hang on, I'm trying to. Hang on, what's going on here? All right, here we go. That's better, isn't it? So yes, it's going to be a very, very tense 90 minutes to come, isn't it, here? But we are going to get this game won. I'm sure we are. Ryan says, hopefully we've made them nervous. Hopefully we have. Terry says, come on, girls, let's do this. Indeed, let's do this. We are about to get off and underway. What a big day it is for Mariona Caldente as well, of course, against their former side. It's going to be Barcelona to kick off in this first half. And they've got a camera circling the pitch, which is a bit annoying, actually. Anyway, it's going to be Barcelona to kick off in this first half. Arsenal will be attacking the goal that their fans, well, Arsenal will be defending the goal that our fans are behind in this first half, which is the goal to our right. We are off and underway. The 2025 Women's Champions League final, Arsenal versus Barcelona. Can we do this today? Come on, in the sunshine here in Portugal. Very, very warm temperatures, of course, as you would expect this time of year. And Barcelona are attacking straight away down that far side. But Emily Fox is across, deals with that well. And that's a good ball into Kim Little. Emily Fox gets it back. Now it's with Leah Williamson. Arsenal just want to get an early feel of the ball. That's a long ball over the top, actually looking for the run there of Leslie Russo. But it's gone out for a throw to Barcelona. And we've played, a minute or so here. And Barcelona have got a throw over on that far side. Half of the pitch is in shade on this near side. The other half is in bright sunshine, warm sunshine. Anyway, the Barcelona goalkeeper plays the ball short here to Paredes. Plays it up this near side, and Barcelona coming forward. Great tackle there from Caitlin Ford. Won the ball for Arsenal. Now she's coming forward. Finds Leslie Russo on this near side. There's no Arsenal player inside the penalty area. So Mariona picks up possession instead. Finds Katie McCabe. That was a brilliant bit of play there from Caitlin Ford. A beautiful tackle. Now Steph Catley plays that ball forward. It's not a great ball. It's going to run all the way through to the goalkeeper, Cole. But that was brilliant stuff there from Caitlin Ford, wasn't it, very early in this game? Brilliant tackle. And that's what Arsenal are going to have to do very well in this game, aren't we? We're going to have to tackle back. We're going to have to close down. And we've certainly started this game on the front foot. And we just won the ball again. Had to pitch over on that far side with Chloe Kelly now. Isn't it? It's Frida Mahanum, but it just bounced off the Norwegian. It is going to be a goal kick to Barcelona. But this is what we have to do. We've got to get in their faces. And that was really good attacking play there over on that far side from Chloe Kelly. What an impact she's made since she's joined on loan. Is she going to sign permanently? I think we all hope she does, because we know what a great player she is and what a great player she's been for us. I mean, the referee's got a top when it says be a referee on the back of it, which is nice, isn't it? Don't be a player, be a referee. Why not? Someone's got to do it. Otherwise, we don't get a game, do we? Anyway, Barcelona now in possession inside their own half up this near side. And Arsenal just again looking to close the spaces down, which we're doing pretty well. But Barcelona are quite happy, aren't they, under pressure? Leslie Russo now trying to press, but there's a little bit of space over on that far side. Arsenal need to keep their shape. That's a long ball forward, actually looking for to get Paya away, but it was good defending from Leah Williamson. And the boys now back with Daphne Van Domselaar. First touch, the Arsenal goalkeeper finds Leah Williamson just outside the penalty area. Chips a long ball into the centre circle, but it's a Barcelona head. But it falls to Steph Catley. Made this centre-back position her own, hasn't she, this season? Mariona then takes over and gets the ball back to Leah Williamson. We've played 3 minutes. Emily Fox now coming forward over on that far side for Arsenal. It's not a good ball up the line, though, is it? But again, Arsenal win it back high up the pitch. That was Frida Marnham, and Arsenal won the throw. Barcelona disagreed with that decision, but the Lions, a woman, is it over there, gave it to Arsenal over on that far side. It's going to be Emily Fox to take it. Wasn't a great ball forward by Emily Fox, was it, initially? But anyway, Arsenal trying to come forward now over on the far side again, but good defending that was. And was that Chloe Kelly's? Oh, no, it's Frida Marnham's ran into the advertising board behind that goal there. It was quite strong defending. In fact, it was a push there in the back. I mean, I would say that's a free kick. But anyway, Frida Marnham's okay. Of course, we know what happened to her in the last final we were in, of course, last year at Wolverhampton, of course, the game that we were at. We don't see nothing like that again, do we? Today, I'm sure we won't. Anyway, Barcelona again are trying to play it out from the back. And again, Arsenal pressing high up the pitch. That was Chloe Kelly. There was no backup, though. She's had to go again. And Barcelona are coming forward now. Leah Williamson steps in. Arsenal started this game really aggressively, which is what we needed to do. Caitlin Ford now's on a run. She put the ball the wrong side there for Leslie, and it's rolled through to the goalkeeper. But this has been a great start from Arsenal here. Really aggressive. We're getting in their face. It's what we said, didn't we, last night? It's what we have to do. And it's what we've done so far. Barcelona haven't been able to settle on the ball. We've won it back probably 3 or 4 times already. And we're pressing again high up the pitch. And Barcelona aren't liking this at all. There's a little bit of space over on that far side. Ball pops into midfield. This is where Arsenal are going to have... They're happy to run with the ball, aren't they, Barcelona? We maybe don't do enough of that, do we? Anyway, it's a good run here. The ball played up to this near side. And suddenly Arsenal are a little bit stretched, but we've got players back there. Good defending there. That was Katie McCabe. She's had a couple of shaky games, hasn't she, Katie McCabe? But she's certainly up for this one. A couple of good tackles in there. And that ball's going to run out. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Caroline Graham-Hansen couldn't keep that ball in. But this is a great start from Arsenal, isn't it? It really is a great start. And looks like we've got them a little bit rattled here. I mean, that was a foul, surely, on Frida Marnham there. Anyway, it's a throw to Arsenal. Katie McCabe's going to take it in the shade on this near side. Arsenal's left. 5.5 minutes played. In Lisbon, it is 0-0. But Arsenal have certainly started this game well. Anyway, Barcelona are in possession. And we expect them to have possession. You know, we kind of anticipate that they're going to because of, you know, the style of play that they... Anyway, that's a poor pass there looking to get Rolfo in on this far side, but it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal. Mistake there from Barcelona. Look a little bit rattled, don't they? They do look a little bit rattled, and this is good news for Arsenal. We need them to stay rattled because they strike me as a sort of team that, you know, can, when things aren't going their way, can be quite narky. So let's get in their faces a bit more. Anyway, that's a lovely play. Oh, almost a great ball there from Caitlin Ford, looking for the run there of Katie McCabe on this near side. If she could have got that pass a bit better there, Katie could have been in on this near side. Anyway, Barcelona now trying to come forward themselves. A ball dinked over the top. That's a good ball there, but Daphne's come well out of her penalty area there, and she's put a good clearance on. She has to quickly retreat, though, because Barcelona have picked the ball up. They're coming forward again. This is a dangerous moment, but Emily Fox should deal with that, and Emily Fox does deal with that. Great defending there, and just for a moment, it looked as though Arsenal were going to be in a little bit of trouble there, but Daphne Van Domselaar read that situation well, come well out of her penalty area, cleared the ball away, and Barcelona now is in possession over on that far side. A cross comes in, a header comes in, and it's bounced harmlessly wide. Daphne seemed quite confident that wasn't going in the goal, and there's a Barcelona player injured over on that far side. I think it's Pina, who's gone down, the Champions League top scorer this season. She got the throw back, and it was Chloe Kelly there, absolutely smashed into her. Brilliant play that was from Chloe Kelly. Look at that. That's what we need to do. Well done, Chloe. That's what we need. We need a bit more of that, don't we? We need to get at them. Don't let them settle. Yeah, the referee having a word there with the Barcelona forward, but it wasn't a free kick. It wasn't given as a free kick. And Arsenal got a goal kick instead. Nearly 8 minutes played, and it's been a really, really good start this from Arsenal. Leah Williamson takes the goal kick, interestingly enough, not Daphne, but it's a good one. And Caitlin Ford dinks the ball out towards that far side. It's going to fall here to Frida Marnham. She plays the ball out to that far side. Oh, looks to try and get it back, actually, from Chloe Kelly. It was good defending in the end from Barcelona. But what a start it's been from Arsenal. David says, come on, Gunners, we can do it. Of course we can do it. We're going to do it. And it's certainly been a positive start, hasn't it? You know, we're a bit worried about the first 20 minutes. Well, we played 8.5 minutes, and Arsenal, I don't want to say it, we've probably been the better team so far. And Barcelona looking rattled, actually, and they've just managed to kick that ball in over on that far side. Try to thread the ball through. It's played forward, and Daphne decides not to come. Good defense. Oh, it's a mistake at the back from Arsenal, but Daphne's there, punches it clear. And, oh, good defending there from Leah Williams, and Arsenal almost get themselves in trouble inside their penalty area. What are we doing? We do manage to scramble it away. Christ, there was a few nervy moments there, wasn't there, at the back for Arsenal. Anyway, the ball played forward towards Leslie Russo. She can't win the header, but we do win the second ball. And Arsenal have started this game pretty well up until then, with a couple of shaky mistakes at the back almost, but definitely came with a good punch, and then Leah Williamson intervened and we managed to get the ball away. Mariona over on that far side finds Chloe Kelly, dinks the ball forward. Oh, it's a great ball forward. Can Leslie Russo get there? It's shuffled back to the goalkeeper, and Arsenal there almost opened up that Barcelona defence. It was Chloe Kelly's ball. In fact, I think it was an offside against Leslie Russo anyway. Renee's having a look on the screen of the replay to see if it was offside. Well, it wasn't offside. It was nowhere near offside. Is VAR being used in this game? I'm not sure if it is, because there's no way she was offside there. Not when the ball was played. The defender was very, very slow stepping up. I mean, she didn't get the ball anyway, so it didn't stop us from scoring, but it definitely wasn't offside. Anyway, Barcelona now trying to get some possession in midfield. But again, it's a loose pass and Arsenal pick it off. This is really good stuff, this from Arsenal in these early stages. Mariona touches the ball back there to Katie McCabe, goes long up this near side, trying to get Leslie Russo into that space in behind. But it's well defended in the end by Una Basso, of course, the former Manchester United defender. And Barcelona are back in possession inside their own half. Well, we've got through 10 minutes, and Daphne hasn't had to make a save, so that's a positive. And again, we're pressing the ball high out the pitch. We've won it back here. This is great play from Arsenal. Mariona, a little bit of space inside the midfield now for Arsenal, but it's closed down quickly. Couldn't quite manage to get the ball forward, but she's kept possession, finds Emily Fox over on that far side. Now it's with Chloe Kelly. It was her crosses, of course, in that game against Real Madrid. So instrumental in us going through. Touches the ball back here. Kim Little with a cross towards the far post. Header comes in. Oh, it was a big chance. It was Caitlin Ford. And it was a beautiful cross. I think it was Kim Little's ball. And Caitlin Ford got some space on that far side. She was onside, got the header, but she couldn't direct it into that far corner, and it's drifted wide. And that's the first big chance of this Champions League final, and it's fell to Arsenal. And maybe Caitlin Ford should have done better there, actually. What a ball that was. Great cross from Kim. And Caitlin's header. Oh, that was a big, big chance for Arsenal. And after 11 minutes, Arsenal close to grabbing the lead. And, yeah, almost a goal, which we would love, wouldn't we? You know, Barcelona now in possession, just inside the Arsenal half. The ball chipped towards the edge of the penalty area, is headed out by Steph Catley. Not a good header, actually, and Barcelona have picked it up again. It's now with Graham Hansen on this near side. Katie McCabe shuts it down. It comes in low ball into the penalty area. Nice feet inside the box. The shot's deflected into the arms of Daphne van Domselaar, and it opened up there for a second, didn't it, for Bon Mati. And that was good play from Barcelona there. Lovely play from Bon Mati. And then the shot then hit Leah Williamson. It may well have been on target going in that far corner. But it was actually, wasn't it? It was a block in front of her. Probably was it Steph Catley? Anyway, the ball spun up into the arms of Daphne van Domselaar. And now Arsenal won a free kick midway inside the Arsenal half. And that's the first real problem that Arsenal have faced, apart from the one we caused ourselves a few moments ago with some silly defending. That was the first real dangerous moment that Barcelona have had, but Arsenal closed that chance down really quickly. there was 2 balls on the pitch there just briefly. It was Chloe Kelly that was fouled. And it is a free kick to Arsenal, which Leah Williamson is going to take. 13 minutes nearly played here in Lisbon. Arsenal 0, Barcelona 0. And what a start it's been for Arsenal. You have to say we've certainly probably been the better team so far. Although there's not much to choose really anyway. Katie McKay plays a ball up the line to Caitlin Ford. A little bit of space for Caitlin Ford. Can she puts a cross in? She does to the far post. Chloe Kelly on the volley. Oh, it's over the crossbar and another chance for Arsenal. And that was really good stuff there from Arsenal again. It was Caitlin Ford on this near side. Dinked it towards the edge of the penalty area and Chloe Kelly swung at it there. Couldn't keep it down. She didn't really have a lot of time really to think about that. She had to hit it first time and didn't quite manage to get it right. But brilliant play again from Arsenal. That's 2 opportunities we've had already. And I say we're pressing high up the pitch and forcing mistakes from Barcelona. We've won the ball back again in midfield. Katie McCabe steps in. The ball goes back to Steph Catley. Katie McCabe's gone down, but she's going to be fine. And now it's back with goalkeeper Daphne Van Domselaar. What a great start it's been for Arsenal. Steph Catley now plays a ball forward, looking into that space for Leslie Russo, but the ball is going to roll all the way back to the goalkeeper, Kata Cole, for Barcelona. Just kicks it out over on that far side in the sunshine. 14 minutes played so far. So good for Arsenal. We could even be in front. Wow, wouldn't that have been something? But we're playing well. And that's all we can hope for, really, isn't it? You know, you can tell the game plan, what the game plan is. We kind of sussed it out last night, didn't we? Very similar to what we did away at Lyon, getting in their faces early, forcing mistakes. And that's what we've done. And so far, Barcelona have found it difficult to get their normal flow going, haven't they? You know, a long ball up this near side. Katie McCabe's going to deal with that, and she does deal with it under pressure there from Graham Hansen. And she manages to get the ball clear, but it's going to be a throw to Barcelona. We come up towards the 15-minute mark, the first big milestone in this game. And yeah, we were fearing, some of us were fearing the worst in the first sort of 15, 20 minutes, but so far so good. Arsenal really rose to the occasion here. We're playing really, really well. But Barcelona have now got the game's first corner. And Katie McCabe and Steph Catley maybe got in each other's way a little bit there, actually. But anyway, it is a corner to Barcelona. And Arsenal have got to defend this first set piece. Some Arsenal subs warming up there. Beth Mead and Lotta Wu and Moy. I'm sure Beth will be disappointed she didn't start this game. But I do feel that Chloe Kelly's been offering more in that position since January, so I'm not surprised by that, and I don't mind that decision at all. And Beth can come off the bench, of course, and have a big impact. Big game player, of course, and it's good to have big game players on the bench. I mean, this corner comes in towards the far post, headed away though by Frida Marnham, who's had a good start to this game. Actually, signed a new contract, of course, this week. Good time to sign a new contract, isn't it? Just before a Champions League final. Anyway, Barcelona coming forward again on this near side, and Arsenal got a bit of defending to do now, but so far so good in that aspect of the game for Arsenal. Barcelona still in possession. Up this near side, a little bit of space here for Panos. Oh, and it's Daphne punches out. Maybe she could have caught that, but anyway, Arsenal did manage to deal with it and get it out. And now Frida's doing some pressing as well. She doesn't stop running, Frida, does she? And she's signalling to the rest of the team to press higher up the pitch as well. Brilliant play there from Frida Marnham, and you can see how much these players are up for this game for Arsenal. Really, really good performance so far. Anyway, Barcelona now coming forward, looking for Graham Hansen on this near side. Again, really good defending there. That was Kim Little stepping in. Now Mariona plays the ball up the line to Chloe Kelly, who was foul baby, but she kept possession. Brilliant play there, and now the ball's up the line here. And it is going to be a throw, or is it a free kick maybe to Arsenal? And Daphne Van Domselaar there could have maybe caught that ball, and she chose to punch it instead. And I'm not quite sure why she did, because it felt like she could have just caught that. She wasn't really under any pressure at all, and it maybe put us under more pressure than it needed to. Anyway, we got away with it. And we're not going to criticise Daphne because she's, a much better bet than who could have been in goal, as we know. So, and she's done well so far anyway, Daphne, hasn't she? Apart from there. Little panicky she was. Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal, which Katie McCabe is going to take on this near side. No one seems sure exactly where it should be taken from, but Katie McCabe is going to take it now, goes looking through the middle for the run there of Leslie Russo. Is going to try and get on the end of this. She's not had much service yet, actually. Leslie, she's not really hardly touched the ball in actual fact. And the ball is now back with the goalkeeper, Cole, for Barcelona. And the game resets in the way that it's done for quite a lot of this 18 minutes. Barcelona happy with the ball at the back and then knocking a long ball forward. And Arsenal just dealing with that. And Leah Williamson's going to deal with this one. But it'll be a time for the Lioness captain, of course. The Euros are England defending that title in the summer. That's going to be a great tournament. We'll be bringing you coverage here as well on the channel, of course. We will. And Emily Fox has just run the ball out of play over on that far side. It's going to be a throw to Barcelona. So, yeah, the Euros, of course, starting in a few weeks' time. And we'll be bringing you coverage of that tournament from the Lionesses. Can we retain that trophy? Well, it's exciting times coming anyway. Barcelona coming forward now. Could be a really exciting time this afternoon if Arsenal can get a goal here. But it is Barcelona in possession at the moment, trying to come forward over on that far side. But Arsenal shutting the spaces down well. Emily Fox steps in there and it's gone out off Kim Little. The Arsenal's captain. It is going to be a throw to Barcelona, which Rolfo is going to take. The Swede, of course, she'll be at the Euros as well. Well, most of these players actually. She gets the cross and it's deflected. Good defending from Emily Fox, and Arsenal managed to deal with that. But it's not a great ball forward there from Frida Marnham, but that's not a great ball forward from Barcelona either. It's gone out for a goal kick. YouTube, since our free speech, says this is a very even game so far. The heat may play a part in the second half. No, you're right. It is a pretty even game. I think we've started pretty well there, haven't we? And yeah, it has been pretty even. And Barcelona haven't had as much possession in this opening 20 minutes as we anticipated they might. In fact, it's 59% to 41 to Arsenal. So that isn't really a surprise. I said that is a little bit of a surprise, sorry. I expected them to have a bit more than that. But anyway, credit to us for that. And we have reached that 20-minute mark now, which is the 20 minutes that we were worried about. Surely that's an Arsenal throw there. Surely that has to be. Oh, it is an Arsenal throw. I was going to say I thought the referee had given it to Barcelona. Katie McCabe's going to take it. Leslie Russo's working hard up there, but it's not getting the ball. She's just not getting the ball. And she was tackled there right in front of the Barcelona dugout. Anyway, Katie McCabe is going to take this throw. She throws it up the line. It's good play there from Leslie Russo trying to create some space for herself. Barcelona cleared the ball away and it's gone out for another throw to Arsenal. This is a good spell, this, from Arsenal now. It was Bonmati there with the clearance. Katie McCabe throws it up the line. Leslie Russo flicks it infield, but Barcelona do manage to deal with that. You do feel they've got vulnerabilities at the back, Barcelona, and Arsenal pressing high up the pitch now, trying to force a mistake. And it's going to be another throw to Arsenal. This is good stuff, this really is good stuff. 21 minutes played, and Arsenal have given as good as they've got here against this Barcelona team that many regard as one of the greatest teams ever in women's football. And we've certainly given as good as we've got here in the first period of this first half. Emily Fox now over in the sunshine, drives forward. She's got Chloe Kelly outside her. Sorry, that's Caitlin Ford, actually, isn't it? Sorry, I was assuming it was going to be Chloe Kelly. That's a good ball forward now. Arsenal got a great chance. Can get the ball across the box. Oh, it's an own goal, and Arsenal have scored. Oh, it was a disaster for Barcelona. It's Irene Paredes there. It was Frida Marnham's cross. She was looking for Leslie Russo. It wasn't actually a great cross. The goalkeeper would have just grabbed that. Instead, it was Paredes stepped in. Barcelona are complaining, as they tend to do. But the upset of it all is Arsenal have got the early goal that we wanted. Again, it's an own goal as it was in the semi-final. Wow, incredible. Oh, actually, she was offside, Frida Marnham. Whether it's going to be given as offside, I don't know if VAR is involved. The flag stayed down. And if there's a goal, this goal's not going to count. This goal will not count. It looked like Frida Marnham was offside when that ball was played forward. And that is a shame. That is a shame. But I don't think there's much doubt about this. I won't put it on the screen yet because I'm pretty sure it's going to get disallowed, I have to be honest. Miss Pinkston says offside. Yeah, it looks offside. And it is offside. Yeah, we felt it was. We felt it was offside. And Barcelona have had an escape there. And they know they've had an escape as well. It was a calamity at the back, actually, because it wasn't even that great a cross, was it? But you can just see there, She just ran into the offside position there, Frida Marnham. You can see where the ball was going, looking for Leslie Russo. I think the goalkeeper would have dealt with that. But anyway, the goal has been disallowed. And just as we thought we'd taken the lead, joy was wiped out as quickly, wasn't it? Midway through the first half. Would have been a great time, wouldn't it, as well, to have got that lead. But anyway, the fact of the matter is we've playing well. And we are going to get more opportunities. There's no doubt about that. We've already had a couple already. And that was so unlucky, wasn't it, there? But she was offside. It was the right decision. And I suppose that's what VAR's for, isn't it? Anyway, Barcelona now coming forward over on that far side. Is that going to be a big, big moment in this game? Is that going to be a big moment? Or can Arsenal deal with that disappointment and get an actual proper goal? Barcelona trying to come forward up this near side again with Caroline Graham Hansen, but Katie McKay's had a brilliant game over there, and that wasn't a great ball forward from her though, but she's defended absolutely brilliantly so far in this game. Graham Hansen hasn't really had a kick yet. She's got the ball again, and she's not going to want to go near Katie McKay, is she? Just carries on, and if she's got the ball again, plays it infield, looking for the return. She's got a bit of space now. That's a good cross, but the Arsenal players out to clear that away. Leah Williamson it was, and now Arsenal can break with Mariona Caldente. That's a good ball as well to Caitlin Ford on this near side. She needs a bit of help, actually. She's going to go around the outside. And she's done well, actually, Caitlin Ford. She's still going. She's gone all the way up the pitch. She's going to... Surely that was a foul. Surely that's a foul, ref. And the ref has given the foul. It was on a battle there with the challenge. And it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Brilliant play there from Caitlin Ford. She literally ran half the length of the pitch there. And now she's won a free kick for Arsenal, which is as good as a corner, really, in this position that it's in. In fact, that isn't a free kick, it's a throw-in. I thought the referee had given a free kick. Anyway, Arsenal have taken that throw-in now. Leslie Russo just on the edge of the penalty area. Can she get the cross in? She does get the cross in. There's a bit of space for Emily Fox. Oh, it maybe fell to the wrong player. She took a reasonable touch there, but a more natural forward player would have probably managed to get a shot away there. But that was great play again from Arsenal. It was Leslie Russo's ball, and that there I don't know, she did all right, actually, Emily Fox. She was a bit unlucky. But that opportunity there maybe fell to the wrong player maybe there. Although it was a great run forward there from Emily Fox to get on the end of that cross, but in the end, she couldn't quite manage to get a shot away. And Barcelona have maybe been hanging on a little bit in these last 5 or 10 minutes. Arsenal have really stepped up the pressure. We've had the ball in the net already. We've had one or two other near moments, and we just won the ball back again with Emily Fox. That's what she's better at, isn't she? Better in that defensive position maybe than charging forward and getting on the end of crosses. Anyway, the ball is now back with Daphne Van Domselaar, and it's now Steph Catley striding forward for Arsenal. Finds Katie McCabe, a little bit of space for Arsenal now for Katie McCabe. Plays the ball back. He stinks over the top by Mariona, looking for the run in there of Caitlin Ford. But again, Barcelona deal with it. But again, Arsenal pressing high, looking for the mistake and forcing the mistake. And Kim Little steps in. And this is so good for this from Arsenal. It's a fantastic performance. But it's still 0-0. You need to score when you're on top. And although we did score, it was rightly disallowed. Anyway, Frida Marnham, who created that goal, finds Katie McCabe. And now it's back with Steph Catley. And she goes all the way back to goalkeeper Daphne Van Domselaar, the Dutch woman, all wearing yellow in goal for Arsenal. Steph Catley now bringing the ball forward up this near side. That's a great ball forward. Mariona's got a little bit of space for Arsenal on this near side. Closed down quickly though. And Barcelona managed to deal with that. They know all about Mariona, of course. And she knows a lot about them as well, which could be key. Anyway, that's not a great back pass, is it? And the goalkeeper's had to come and clear that away. It's a great headed over from Steph Catley. The ball's going to fall here too. Frida Marnham on the edge of the box. Oh, it's a great save. And that was almost a banger there from Frida from outside the box. That was going in the top corner. And that's a great save there from Cole. It just opened up for Frida there. And that's a great hit. It's going in. And that's a great save, actually. Wow. And Arsenal could be 2-0 up in this final already. That is an incredible save, actually. Wow. And Frida Marnham almost got herself another incredible goal in a big game. She's done it plenty of times before. So close there to giving Arsenal the lead. It is a corner. It's Arsenal's first corner, actually, which Chloe Kelly's going to come across the take. But Frida Marnham there, what a goal that would have been. Brilliant strike. It just opened up for her, didn't it? Miss Pinksock says Frida is going to score. She's up for this game. She is. She's had a magnificent first 25 minutes. Anyway, it's a corner here which Chloe Kelly's going to take for Arsenal on this near side. An in-swinger. And it goes all the way across. It's going to fall into the box. Oh, it was volleyed over the top from Kim Little there. And another big chance for Arsenal. What did we say on the show last night? We're going to have to be clinical and take our chances. And we've had, 4 or 5 big chances in this first half now. And we are still awaiting the first goal. And we can't keep missing these chances, can we? I mean, to be fair, that previous one from Frida Marlin was a great save, but the rest of our finishing's not been great, has it? And the opportunities when they've come along. But we're playing so well. You do feel there's going to be a lot more opportunities yet, but wow. Grat says, if Barcelona get 1 or 2 red cards, I think the AFC will row the trophy ashore pretty easy. Well, yeah, but we should be in front as it is. We should really be a couple of goals up. We've had the ball in the net and we've had 2 or 3 other big opportunities here. Anyway, it's a throw to Arsenal over on that far side, and Arsenal trying to come forward again. And that is good play again over on that far side. And surely that's a foul, and it is a foul. Caitlin Ford is absolutely everywhere. She's had a brilliant start to this game as well. In fact, all the Arsenal players have. There isn't any one of them that hasn't played unbelievably well so far. And Caitlin Ford's been brilliant as well. She's over on that far side this time, trying to get past a couple of challenges. And it was Alexia Putellas there who committed the foul, and Arsenal trying to come forward. That's a poor ball, actually. And it's gone out for a throw to Barcelona. Nearly 30 minutes played. We were worried the game could be over in 30 minutes. Well, it could have been over in 30 minutes because we could be 2 or 3-0 up, and it could have been all over. But anyway, this is the type of game, though, isn't it, where we need to score. Now we're on top. We are on top. We've been on top for a lot of this first half, but we just need that goal, don't we? Chloe Kelly now on this near side, the left-hand side, she's swapped over with Caitlin Ford. But Arsenal have done it pretty much everything right so far. Steph Catley now got a little bit of space up this near side, and Chloe Kelly's gone ahead of her. Chloe Kelly, can she whip the cross in? She does, towards the edge of the penalty area. Oh, it just was behind Leslie Russo there, and Barcelona managed to scramble it clear, and it's going to be a throw now to Barcelona. They're hanging on a bit at times here, Barcelona, aren't they? They really are. This is great stuff from Arsenal, and that was a lovely ball there from Chloe Kelly. Just a little fraction behind Leslie Russo. And Emily Fox couldn't get on the end of it at a far post either. And it's gone out for a throw to Barcelona, who really kind of expected Arsenal to have started the game like this. Anyway, Carolyn Graham Hansen on this near side. And Barcelona now trying to come forward. Hansen again. But again, who's there? Katie McCabe again with the tackle. She played brilliantly in this game. And Barcelona now back in possession again. Anyway, Barcelona now coming forward. This is a great run. A shot comes in, but Daphne's there. Comfortable save there from Daphne. And there you go. And that was a good effort there, actually, there from Bon Matti, but it was quite straight. And Daphne will deal with that all day long. Anyway, Leah Williamson now plays the ball forward. That's a nice little touch off. It's a really good touch off, actually. And now Arsenal a little bit of space here. Caitlin Ford, can she get there? No, she can't because the goalkeeper's out there quickly. And she was offside anyway. And we've already had 1 goal disallowed for offside in this game. We don't really want another one disallowed for offside, do we? But anyway, here's a free kick to Barcelona. We've played 31 minutes here at the Sporting Lisbon Stadium. A lovely stadium it is, and it's been a great first half for Arsenal. We maybe deserve to be in front, but we're not, and that could be crucial. And Mariona is just working hard again in midfield to try and force a mistake from Barcelona, but they have got the ball, and they are bringing it forward. And now they've got a little bit of possession, but it's been a good 10 minutes from Arsenal, hasn't it? We've had the ball in the net. We've had a couple of other chances. Wow. Anyway, Barcelona now looking to try and stem the flow and come forward themselves. That ball played out to the far side. As long as we keep ourselves switched on defensively. Anyway, Barcelona now coming forward. That's a good ball, but well cleared up there by Emily Fox. Manages to keep it in to prevent a corner. In fact, she's going to win a throwish over on that far side. In fact, it's a goal kick instead. Brilliant defending there from Arsenal all round. And Rolfo hasn't really got a kick over on that far side. Carolyn Graham Hansen's been kept really quiet by Katie McCabe. And Arsenal are pretty much in control of this game. They're just showing the offside again, Frida Marnham. Yeah, it was clearly offside. That's one of them offsides where you kind of don't mind, do you? You don't mind an offside like that because it's clear. There's daylight almost between the defender and Frida Marnham, and that's fair enough, isn't it? You don't like them ones when they're almost level and they've got to wait 20 minutes to pick it off. To me, get that goals, those sort of goals should stand. But that one there, no complaints at all. She was offside by a yard and a half. Anyway, now a bit of space for Barcelona over on that far side with Rolfo. Can she pull it back? She can. It comes back off the woodwork, I think it was. Caitlin Ford was in there. Great defending again from Arsenal. And that was Rolfo there with a cross. It was actually Caitlin Ford blocked it. Brilliant defending from her. And she celebrates like she scored. She has been brilliant, actually. Fantastic stuff. Anyway, it's a corner to Barcelona now over on that far side in front of the Arsenal fans in that sunshine. The corner comes into near post. A really poor corner, actually. Steph Catley clears it away. Not very far. Bon Matti there manages to touch it off over on that far side. The cross comes in again towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed out by Kim Little this time. And Chloe Kelly's going to chase it. She won't get there because Una Bassel's going to get there first. There's a ball in field. And the cross comes in. It's a decent cross, but Daphne Van Domslaar's in. In fact, she opts to punch again. That actually was probably a better decision that time because she managed to get the ball away. Anyway, great play from Emily Fox over on that far side. What a run that was. Arsenal look as though we just, I don't know, we're just everywhere. Everyone's everywhere. We just got more pace than them. We're stronger than them. Just incredible. And Frida Marnham just won a free kick. And I have to say, this opening 35 minutes has probably been, when you look at the opposition that we're playing against, this has been the best Arsenal performance for the Arsenal women's team that we've seen for a long, long time, years, I would say. It's been absolutely outstanding. Every single one of these players is on their game and, you know, maybe beyond their game, really. Just unbelievable performance. Leah Williamson's ball forward. But Barcelona do clear that away. And again, they put a ball over the top and Daphne decides not to come. Is that going to be a bad decision? Leah Williamson's across. Oh, that is brilliant from Leah Williamson there. Fantastic play there. Took the ball off Paja, I think it was, though she wasn't even there. And every single one of these Arsenal players is winning their individual battles here today. We just need that goal, don't we? We just need that goal. And it'll make it the perfect first half, won't it? Unfortunately, we're going to have to do it all again in the second half as well, aren't we? Which is never easy. Terry says, ball is all over the place. She's just incredible. Ms. Pintock says, yes, Leah, indeed. Brilliant, brilliant tackle that from Leah Williamson. That's the one thing she's so good at, reading the game. And she was brilliant there, Leah Williamson. In fact, I say every single one of these players in this first half has been absolutely magnificent. And apart from that, one little shaky mistake at the back we made earlier in this first half, the rest of everything that we've done has been brilliant. You know, from the pressing, winning the ball, forcing mistakes, chances created. We've been the better team. I don't think there's much doubt about that. But it's still 0-0. And when you're playing these big games against big teams, you have to take your chances. We said that last night. That was the key to this game, wasn't it? Taking our chances. And so far, we haven't been able to. But, you know, Barcelona now coming forward. Caroline Graham's got that ball. Moves in field away from Katie McKay. She's going to try a shot. She's from the edge of the box. She's still with the ball there inside the Arsenal penalty area. Good defending, though, from Arsenal. Swarming all over it then. And in the end, we managed to force her backwards. And this is fantastic play again from Arsenal there. Looked as though Graham Hansen was going to get that shot away, but Arsenal just shut down the space. Surely there's an offside over on that far side, is there? Oh, no, the flag stays down. And Barcelona now inside the Arsenal penalty, gets to the byline, pulls a cross in, and it's deflected behind by, is that Katie McCabe? And it was Alexia Puteas there over on that far side. It was Katie McCabe. I think she's winded there. That ball, she's shuffled it behind for a corner. Oh, she's okay, Katie McCabe, isn't she? Anyway, it is going to be another corner to Barcelona. We're coming down towards the last, 7-8 minutes of this first half. It's been an incredible first half performances from Arsenal. The only thing missing is the goal. Well, I mean, we did have a goal, but it was disallowed, quite rightly. So, no, Barcelona took a short corner. The cross comes in, and Daphne again punches. It's not a great punch, but Arsenal managed to clear the ball away. And I don't know why Daphne keeps punching the ball. She could have caught that one as well. anyway, we are dealing with it so far. I suppose that's the main thing. Anyway, Caroline Graham Hanson tries a shot, it's blocked. And anywhere will do. Chloe Kelly just boots it into the Barcelona half. Arsenal just relieving the pressure. And you have to say, this is the first real spell of pressure Barcelona have had in this game. And we've played nearly 38 minutes. That just shows how well we've done. But as I said before, every team gets chances. Every team has spells in a game. And this is Barcelona's spell. And it's important that we see this out now. And they're coming forward again over on that far side. Again, it's great defending. Again, it's Leah Williamson. She's been absolutely magnificent as well at the back. Kim Little now trying to bring the ball clear. And she's going to win the goal kick. And that's good play from the captain. Showed all her experience there. And Arsenal can just have a little breather because it's just been a little bit hectic, hasn't it, for the last 5 minutes. And Kim Little again doing a good job inside her own penalty, and Chloe Kelly as well defending. And Daphne maybe just, I don't know why she's electing to punch it every single time. I think maybe she needs to get hold of that ball sometimes. Anyway, she doesn't want to take the goal kick. She's clearly got a little knock somewhere, hasn't she? Anyway, Leah Williamson's taking some good goal kicks. That one again finds Caitlin Ford, but Barcelona do win the second ball. But Arsenal pick it up again with Marion, and that's with Steph Catley, and back with Daphne Van Domselaar. Plays it short to Leah Williamson. A couple of brilliant blocks from her in the last 5 minutes or so as Barcelona have upped the pressure slightly. Anyway, Leah Williamson again chips the ball up that far side, and Chloe Kelly tries to let it run so she can get a run on the defender Paradis, but in the end the Spaniard does get it back to the goalkeeper. They're into the last 5.5 minutes of the first half, and Arsenal have been quite superb in this first half. Really, really good performance this has been from Arsenal. Barcelona now trying to come forward again over on that far side. Again, really good work there from Chloe Kelly defensively, but the cross comes in towards the penalty spot, cleared away again from Leah Williamson. Not maybe the greatest clearance, but it was an important one. And Barcelona again now, a little bit of space inside the box. What a tackle that was from Emily Fox. And again, Leah Williamson's there. Wow, the defensive work of this team now has been incredible last 5 minutes. We've been under a bit of pressure, but that was a brilliant block there from Emily Fox. And then Leah Williamson did the rest, tidied that up. And now Arsenal want to throw over on that far side from Chloe Kelly, who's been magnificent as well. For every single one of these, if you were going to rate our players out of 10 in this first half so far, I think they're all going to get a 9 or a 10, aren't they? Every single one of these players has given absolutely everything. My fear is, are we going to run out of steam in the second half? It's very, very warm in Lisbon today. And that's the only danger, isn't it, if we run out of steam. But what a performance it's been. What a first half it's been. We're first everything. And we're trying to come forward again. And this time it is going to be a free kick. In fact, the referee says play on because Barcelona have got the ball. But they're probably not going to make the most of this, are they? Again, it's brilliant defending there. That was Kim Little, and she's been magnificent as well, the Arsenal captain. And now Arsenal can try to come forward, trying to get Leslie Russo in the game. She's just not had a kick, really, has she? She's worked so hard up there, Leslie, but she's just not got a decent bit of service, really, has she, so far? Although we have created 3 or 4 big chances. Frida's one, produced a great save as a moment of this first half. I know Barcelona with a cross towards that far post, and Graham Hanson couldn't get the header in, and a mixture of Caitlin Ford and Katie McCabe dealt with that. And now Arsenal trying to come forward with Mariona Caldente on this near side. Plays the ball forward again, looking for the run of Leslie Russo. She's going to have to chase lost causes because she's just not getting the ball that she needs at this moment in time, is she, Leslie? But she is working hard, and Barcelona are finishing the half stronger, aren't they? You have to say we had a brilliant spell, didn't we, midway through this half where we could have scored 2 or 3 goals. And now we've got a lot of defending to do. But again, it's good defending from Arsenal. And this is nice play, isn't it? Nice and calm. And now Emily Fox over on that far side. And, if Barcelona maybe underestimated us a little bit before the game, and I think we all felt maybe they did, they certainly won't be underestimating us now, because we have been quite magnificent in this first half. And, it was mentioned before, it has been an even game. Both teams have had some spells. We've had the better chances, though. There's no doubt about that. Are we going to get one big one before half time? It's 42 minutes on the clock. Steph Catley now bringing the ball forward, tries to find Mariona, and there's a bit of a loose pass, actually, for Arsenal. And again, that ball forward wasn't great from Barcelona, was it? And Leah Williamson picks it off. She had a great first half. Oh, and Mariona runs into trouble, but again, Leah Williamson's there. Leah Williamson has just been an absolute brick at the back. A few people have questioned her this season, saying, you know, is she still as good as she was? Well, if the performance in this first half is anything to go by, she is still one of the best footballers in the world, one of the best defenders in the world. And I don't think can have much argument about that after this first half performance. And Arsenal now trying to come forward. Katie McCabe plays it up the line. It's Caitlin Ford again in a little bit of space. Arsenal don't have a lot of bodies in the box. And in fact, it won't anyway, but we are going to win a corner. And in fact, it's a goal kick. Caitlin Ford was a little bit surprised there. Looked like it should have been a corner. But it was a corner. It was Una Battle there that came across, but it was a corner, wasn't it? But it's been given as a goal kick. And there's no doubt that that was the wrong decision. But anyway, we're into the last 90 seconds of this first half. There's not been any stoppages, actually, so you've got to there won't be a lot of stoppage time, will there, if any at all? Or an Arsenal forced a mistake on the edge of the box. Mariona Caldente, it's going to be the moment for Arsenal. Oh, she tried to thread the ball through to Leslie Russo. She's got it back again, Mariona. She maybe didn't get that ball off her enough. Caitlin Ford's cross now towards the far post. No one's going to get there. It goes behind. And it just, why didn't she shoot? That was almost exactly the same position Mariona scored from in the semi-final. Why didn't she shoot there? It just opened up for her. And instead of shooting, she tried to find Leslie Russo. And in the end, the cross came in from Caitlin Ford and it wasn't able to find an Arsenal head. And it is going to be a goal kick. But that was the opportunity there for Mariona. Why didn't she try a shot? We know she can stick them in the top corner from there. They're into the last 30 seconds of this first half. And Arsenal maybe should be in front. I don't think we can argue with that. We definitely should be in front. But we've played so well, it's almost difficult to criticise the team for not scoring, because we've done everything else absolutely brilliantly. The pressing's been great. Our forward play's been great. We've defended magnificently. And, yeah, it's just been a terrific performance from Arsenal. We have got to 45 minutes now. And there's going to be 1 minute of stoppage time. Not quite sure where that 1 minute's come from, because it doesn't seem to be any stoppages anyway. Barcelona coming forward now with Graham Hansen on this near side. Again, Katie McCabe's across. And the cross comes in, but it's over hit. And Emily Fox should get there over on the far side. And she's done well again, Emily Fox. She's had a great first half. They all have. I'm not going to actually, put any one player. Every single one of them played. When this cross comes in, and Daphne comes and gets it, and that time she has got safe hands. And we are into the last 30 seconds of stoppage time at the end of this first half. That was Rolfo's cross, and the goalkeeper called for it. Steph Catley left it, and Daphne got there easily there ahead of Graham Hansen. And it looks as though the half-time is going to be goalless here. Or will Arsenal get this last chance here? The ball played over the top, looking for Leslie Russo over on that far side. She can't get there, but she's worked really hard. She's won the ball, but it is going to be a throw to Barcelona? We've played the minute, and there we go. That is the half-time whistle here in Lisbon. It is Arsenal 0, Barcelona 0 in the Champions League final. Arsenal had the ball in the net midway through that first half. It was an own goal from Irene Paradis from Frida Marnham's cross from that far side, Arsenal's right. She just went a little bit too early, Frida. It was offside. The goal was disallowed. Arsenal had other chances as well. Caitlin Ford had a header, but the best one was Frida Marnham's banger from 25 yards. It was going in the top corner. The goalkeeper, Cole, made a great save. And other than that, it's been mostly Arsenal. We've defended so well when we've had to. We've restricted Barcelona to very, very few opportunities. And I say we could and maybe should be in front, but it's 0-0 and we've got to be happy with that, haven't we? Terry says, great half. Indeed, it was a great half. There's no doubt. Absolutely great half. What says, Terry, you must be right about your statement about me being coloured by the quality of Swedish because I see every attack from Barcelona as a dangerous chance. No, well, I mean, we've had dangerous moments as well, haven't we? And it has actually been such a good first half. Ryan says, kept them at bay so far, just need to keep doing it and score a goal or two. Yeah, I think the only criticism I've really got of that first half is that we haven't scored the goal that we deserve, because the performance has been everything you would expect it to be. You know, we've done everything right. Every single player out there has given absolutely everything in that 45 minutes. Couldn't have asked for any more. And it's just that goal that's missing, isn't it? But I'm a little, you know, I'm not worried so much, but my slight concern is that are we going to run out of steam in the second half? It's very hot. We've given everything. And you do feel as though Barcelona have got another gear if they need it. And that's my only worry. But let's enjoy that first half, because that was fantastic from Arsenal, wasn't it? It really, really was. Brilliant stuff. And yeah, we can't really have asked for too much more, other than a goal, of course. Anyway, that wasn't too bad, was it? Sort of enjoyed that. And if you was feeling stressed at all, of course, earlier on today, hopefully that first half has made you feel a little bit better now. After all that. But yeah, what a great first half that was. So there you go. So yeah. So what do you think is going to happen in the second half then? Are we going to get the goals that we need? Hang on, where are we? I need to get the comments up. Regenda says we should be 2-0 up. Yeah, we could be. I wouldn't say we should. We could be 2-0 up. Absolutely, we could. But we haven't taken our chances. John says we've done well so far. Let's hope we can win it second half, as extra time would be an advantage for them in this heat. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we've got lots of players on the bench we can bring on. I'm not too worried. You know, but we shall see. LG says Renee definitely watched the show last night on how to approach the game. It seems that way, doesn't it? Because we all basically said the same thing, didn't we? Get in their faces, press them high. We've done that, and for 35 minutes it worked absolutely to perfection. Towards the end of the first half, I felt Barcelona maybe got to grips with us a little bit more, and obviously did you know, have one or two better moments. But you have to say, we had the better chances in that first half by quite some distance, really. Anyway, El Loco says Chloe Kelly has been quiet, which is straight. I don't know. I think she's played well. You know, she's done a lot of defensive work, hasn't she? Really works hard defensively, put herself about, and maybe that's why she hasn't maybe had such an impact in the other end of the pitch. But you know, she's doing a great job for the team. I think she's had a great first. I think everyone's had a great first half. They're just showing that freedom, mind, and effort again. I mean, that would have been what a goal that would have been in a Champions League final. You know, from 25 yards, top corner it was going. Brilliant save, and that was definitely the moment of that first half, wasn't it? There's no doubt about it. And it was freedom, mind, and shot. Gregory says, "Do you think anyone should be sub?" Well, not yet. No, I think we've been magnificent. I mean, I think as a whole, as the game goes on, we're probably going to make some changes. Of course, we will. So let's see. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't be rushing into making any changes yet. So yeah. Brilliant stuff indeed, though, isn't it? It has been brilliant stuff. Let's look forward to this second half, because it's going to be good. See, Barcelona had 65% possession in that first half, right? And yet Arsenal had four attempts. Barcelona had 6 attempts, did they? I'm not quite sure that happened, did it? Anyway, El Loco says, player of the match first half, Leah Williamson. She was brilliant. Absolutely, yeah. And kept dangerous bomb Matty quite. She did. 110 volts says, just lacking that clinical finish. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Absolutely. That is all that was missing there. But, you know, I think that first half's gone a lot better than we could ever have imagined. Let's be honest. I think we're all hoping that we'd rise to the occasion, but I don't think anybody could have expected a performance quite as good as that in that first half. But we've got to do it again, because we've got a second half to play, and the second half is going to be Really, really difficult, isn't it? We know that. We've got to do that again. We've got to work as hard as that again. And if we do that, then we may well get the win that we so desperately need. Ryan says we will settle for a 1-0. Absolutely, my friend. We will definitely settle for a 1-0. Gregory says so far Lear has played right. Yeah, absolutely. Lear Williams has been unbelievable. Unbelievable at the back. Just won everything. But fantastic performance from everybody. I don't even want to give a player of the match from that first half because I think they were all brilliant, every single one of them. And if they play like that in the second half, then we've got a hell of a chance, haven't we, of lifting that trophy in about an hour. But let's see what happens because we've got to do it again, haven't we? We have got to do it again. So let's see. But yeah, incredible stuff. So yeah, brilliant stuff. So let's see what the second half brings. So what do we think? Are we going to do it second half? Are we going to do it? I think we are. Jimmy says, Ford has been playing well. No, absolutely, she has been playing really well. Yeah. Well, like I said, as long as DVD stays in goal, I'm happy. We would be behind her since we were. Yeah, we probably would be. Yeah, let's be honest, that's probably true, isn't it? Roland says there, game plan is on point. The girls are winning their duels. Who is going to provide a moment of brilliance? Well, Frida Marham almost did, didn't she? There is nothing to fear about this Barcelona team. We have nothing to lose. Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. Brilliant. You're right. We don't have anything to fear. If we play like we did in that first half, then I think we'll win. I honestly think we'll win. But can we do it again? That's the thing, isn't it? Can we do it again? And we do need to take our chances. I think we've had more opportunities in that first half than I thought we would have in this game, and we haven't taken them. And that's my slight concern, really. I would be surprised if we have as many chances as that again in the second half. But who knows? Who knows? We might have more. The games tend to open up a bit more in the second half, don't they? You do tend to get more chances. So we'll see, but yeah, I wasn't expecting us to have that many opportunities in that first half. I absolutely wasn't. But yeah, let's take the next one, shall we? The next chance we get, let's stick it in the net and let's go from there. John says we're offering a good second half team. Renee will be reminding the team of our comebacks. Well, we don't need a comeback at the moment, do we? Because it's 0-0. There we go. Munian says, come on, you Gunners. Indeed, my friend. Good to see. I hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing very well indeed. And that first half certainly would have made us all start to believe that maybe today's going to be our day. This will be our year. When you think of the Champions League campaign that we've had so far, what we've gone through to get to this final, it's almost like, written in the stars. That's almost what it is, isn't it? Written in the stars. But we've got to put the ball in the net, haven't we? That's what we've got to do. So let's see. John says Russo or Caldente to score a worldie, or maybe Frida Marham, because she nearly scored a worldie in that first half already, didn't she? Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. So let's have a look then. There's other football today. Aberdeen won the Scottish Cup. They beat Celtic on penalties. And there were 2 own goals in that game, actually. Aberdeen equalised in the closing stages and then won 4-3 on penalties. Incredible. So Aberdeen have won the Scottish. See, the underdogs again. Is this the year of the underdogs? Is this the year of the underdogs? And Sunderland will be in the Premier League next season. Sunderland will be in the Premier League next season. They have beaten Sheffield United 2-1 at Wembley in the playoff final. They were losing 1-0 at half time. It was actually Tyrese Campbell, Kevin Campbell's son, who scored for Sheffield United, but it was Mayenda and then Watson in stoppage time to send Sunderland into the Premier League next season. Wow. So there'll be another North East team in the Premier League. There's going to be a time-weird derby, the first one for quite a number of years. So that's going to be good. Leeds are in the Premier League. It's good for me. I live in the northeast of England, so there's going to be a few more away games I might be able to get to next season without having to travel miles. So that's good news, isn't it? So well done to Sunderland. I've always had a soft spot for Sunderland, playing in red and white and stuff like that. Anyway, hopefully another team playing in red and white is going to win today. It does seem to be the year of the underdog, doesn't it? The fact Aberdeen, another team that play in red and white, have won the Scottish Cup as well, beating massive favourite Celtic. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Maybe it's written in the stars. Maybe it is written in the stars. But anyway, that goal disallowed. We were lucky. They were lucky. Sorry, Barcelona there, wasn't they? That was disallowed. And yeah, they won't have faced many first halves like that this season, will they, Barcelona? So yeah, brilliant stuff from Arsenal. So we get ready for the second half to come very, very shortly. And is it going to get even better for Arsenal? Is it going to get even better? But there you go. Let's see. Sunderland are in at the Premier League. Well, I'm actually happy about that. I've got to be honest. John says, "Well done, Aberdeen." Indeed, well done, Aberdeen. The year of the underdog, eh? That is what is happening here. And the Barcelona fans there in the stadium seem quite relaxed, don't they? Seeing as their team's just been given a run around by Arsenal in that first half. So let's see what the second half brings. John says, "We are having a better season than Chelsea." Well, not quite yet, but if we can get a goal in the second half, we certainly would have done. Anyway, the teams are about to come back out for the second half. Don't think there'll be any changes in personnel, if I'm honest. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure there won't be from Arsenal's perspective. And can we do that again? Can we do that again? And the Barcelona manager there doesn't look very happy, does he? What's Renee said to the team at half-time? What has Renee said to the team at half-time? Arsenal coming back out again, ready for a big, big 45 minutes that's coming up here. Big 45 minutes. Munian says, as the match goes on, we become stronger. Hopefully we manage to win. Well, hopefully you're right. Grat says, second half is on the way. See you later. Indeed, we will, my friend. Look forward to it. And Stina Blacksteady is coming out the tunnel there with a bib on, so she's not coming on at half time. I do expect she might come on later, though. I think her pace running in behind could be a key factor in deciding this game in the second half, in the latter stages of this game, but we'll see. And the teams are getting ready for this big second half to come. It's going to be a big second half for Arsenal, isn't it? Can we get this job done? Well, I think whatever happens now, I think we all need to be really, really proud of the performance that this team has given in this game so far. And if we don't win in the end, I think we can still be absolutely proud of what they've done here today. Really proud of how they've played, because it's been a fantastic performance so far. But there's 45 minutes left, and we need to do it again. And the players are in their huddle. And Kim Little, Katie McCabe had a lot to say there, didn't they? Mariona as well. And we need to be just as good again, don't we? We need to be just as good again. Jimmy said 30 Celsius in Lisbon. Indeed it is. And it'll feel hotter than that out there on the pitch as well, won't it? Roland says, Leanne Sanderson is annoying on the DAZN commentary. She is worse than Rob Green. Okay, well, I'm not listening to that, so I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be Arsenal getting the second half underway, and we are off and underway in Lisbon for the second half. Arsenal taking a goal to our right, which is the end where all our fans are. And quite often, that's the end that we tend to score goals in, don't we? So let's hope that's going to be a lucky sign for Arsenal in this game. Straight away, we're coming forward again. That ball into the box, it just overruns. I was looking for the run there of Caitlin Ford, which ran into the arms of the goalkeeper. It was Katie McCabe's ball. She had a great first half as well, didn't she? Katie McCabe. And Barcelona trying to play it out from back. Again, Arsenal pressing high. And this has been the theme of this game so far, hasn't it? And it's worked pretty well for the most part. We forced mistakes. We forced Barcelona back. And they certainly haven't been able to get into their rhythm, have they? The rhythm that you normally associate with this Barcelona team. But they are coming forward now. Over on that far side. A cross comes into the penalty. It's over hit. In fact, Emily Fox is going to have to deal with that. And she's put it behind for a throw in. And is that a corner? Why didn't she put it out for a throw in? Anyway, it's a corner to Barcelona. First minute of the second half. And also got some defending to do here. We haven't always defended set pieces particularly well this season, have we? But anyway, let's hope that we can deal with this one. I think they've had 3 or 4 corners, Barcelona. Not really caused us too many problems, have they? Anyway, the ball played back. It's a short corner. And the cross is going to come in now, is it? The ball played to the edge of the penalty area. Shot comes in from distance, but Daphne's there. Nice and comfortable there for the Arsenal goalkeeper. Kerry says there, come on, Gooners, be brave, be proud. Well, I think we'll be proud of them anyway. Lucas says there, Arsenal being okay, not the best. Well, I think we played really well. I mean, Barcelona are a fantastic team, and we've kept them quiet. We've, played some nice stuff, had a couple of chances. I think we're doing well. Anyway, we're in possession now. We haven't really got going yet in the second half, but we've only been playing for 2 minutes. And we've got the ball now. Leah Williamson had a great first half, didn't she? Gives the ball back out that far side to Steph Catley. That goes back to the goalkeeper, Daphne, just outside the area, fires Leah Williamson. And she just goes back to Daphne again. And then she touches it off again to Leah Williamson. Arsenal got a little bit of space now. Leah can bring the ball forward towards halfway. Plays it into midfield. Wasn't a great ball that time, actually. And Barcelona was straight into it. In fact, it's a free kick. Oh, we were a bit lucky there. Wasn't sure that was a free kick in actual fact. That was a little bit of a fortunate decision there that went Arsenal's way. It was Guerrero there in on Leslie Russo. They also got the ball over on that far side. Caitlin Ford in the sunshine inside the penalty area. Cuts in field. Can she get the shot away? She can. It's a good block, actually. She's got the ball back though, Caitlin Ford, but it just runs away from her. And that was a good effort there from Caitlin, cutting in from that left-hand side, trying to whip a shot in with her right foot. And in the end, it was blocked well by the Barcelona defence. And now Barcelona in possession, just outside their penalty. This ball pinged out to this near side. And it's Rolfo bringing it forward, the Swede. Again, now Arsenal, good defensive shape, haven't we, without the ball. That's been a key feature so far in this game, you have to say. Out of possession, we've been really, really good. Jimmy said Arsenal have been playing awesome. I am sure Barca fans thought they would be up 3-0 at half-time. Yeah, exactly. They're coming forward now. Barcelona, it's inside the penalty. It's Parger's going to get the shot in. And it's over. Oh, in fact, it's hit the top of the crossbar. It's going to come back down over on the far side. Play back into the box. A little flick. And it goes into the arms of Daphne van Domselaar. And Barcelona hit the woodwork there. It didn't even look like that. I thought it was just going over. Did it dip at the last minute? It was a lovely bit of play there, actually, from, it was Parger, it was. Wicket got a deflection, looped, hit the bar. And it came back out over on that far side. And it was flicked there by Bon Matti, but it's straight into the arms there of Daphne van Domselaar. You have to say Barcelona started the second half pretty well. They finished the first half pretty well. Anyway, Arsenal now trying to come forward. That ball was pushed forward there by Mariona. In fact, it's a free kick to Arsenal. And is that Marianne's gone? There's going to be a yellow card. The first yellow card of the game, actually. And it's going to be for Paredes, who's had a bit of a strange game. She scored an own goal that was disallowed. And now she's got the game's first yellow card. And they're just showing that effort there from Pina at the other end. But it was deflected off Emily Fox. It was going to loop over Daphne, hit the top of the crossbar, came out. We did mention that, didn't we, before, about woodwork, them hitting the woodwork and it staying out. Maybe we'll hit the woodwork and it will go in. And it was a free kick there. You can't really argue with that. Caitlin Ford got there first, and then she was clattered. It's definitely a yellow card and a free kick to Arsenal. Now we just need to get a little bit of possession of the ball, don't we? Because so far we just haven't managed to really get hold of the ball in this second half. But we've got a free kick, and there's an opportunity maybe. Why is the free kick being taken over there? Surely it's over there. It's not all the way out there, Katie. What are you taking over there for? The free kick was over this side. Anyway, I don't know what's happened, but Katie McCabe's going to take this free kick in any case. Midway inside the Barcelona half, over there in the sunshine over on that left-hand side, Katie McCabe's going to take it. And Barcelona defender there has just moved 3 or 4 yards further forward. And surely she's not 10 yards away. Anyway, the ball comes in towards the edge of the penalty. It's going to go all the way across to the far post. Caitlin Ford's going to keep it in. She's done well, actually, Caitlin Ford. The ball there went in the sunshine. It's difficult to keep track of where it was, but Caitlin's done well. Oh, she tried to thread it back to Emily Fox. And then she's conceded the free kick, and it's going to be a Barcelona set piece down there, just outside their own penalty area. Just overstretched a little bit there, didn't she, Caitlin Ford, to try and get that ball. But she's had a great game as well today, Caitlin, hasn't she? Been really, really good. And was Renee telling her to run at Paredes? Because obviously Paredes is now on a yellow card. And that's a bit sneaky, isn't it? Anyway, Barcelona are coming forward over on that far side. The ball chipped in towards the edge of the penalty area. It's won actually well there by Pino, and now Barcelona in possession again. Pino on the edge of the box for us to play it in. But again, it's good defending from Arsenal. You have to say we have defended our penalty area so well in this game. But Barcelona have started the second half on top, there's no doubt. And we could have a lot of defending to do in this second half, you think. But we're going to be dangerous on the counter-attack if we win the ball. We just have won the ball, but we can't get a hold of it. And Barcelona have won it back again. And Arsenal looking a little bit leggy now. The start of this second half. Barcelona again coming forward. Bonmati on this near side, inside the penalty area. It's a good turn actually on the edge of the box. The ball's going to come to the edge. The shot comes in from distance. Oh, and it's just wide. It was on a battle there with the effort. And Arsenal just creaking a little bit now at the start of this second half. I mean, that ball was always going across the goal, but I don't think Daphne would have been able to save that as it flew past the post. And Arsenal just need to get a grip of this game now in the second half. 7 minutes played, and Barcelona haven't been a much better team since the restart. Leah Williamson takes his goal kick into the centre circle. Arsenal just can't keep the ball. Just cannot keep the ball. Kim Little just won it back though, and then Steph Catley's hoofed it clear. Leslie Russo heads it down to Frida Marnham, and now it's Barcelona pressing, and Barcelona forced a mistake. But again, it's brilliant defending. That was Steph Catley that time, and then she hoofs it clear, and Arsenal struggling now to get out. And this is what we feared was going to happen at the start of the first half. It's happening at the start of the second half instead. But so far, Arsenal are keeping Barcelona at bay. It is still 0-0. But it's still Barcelona in possession over on that far side. The shot's going to come in from distance. Is it? Good defensive header again. That was Steph Catley. So had a busy start to the second half. Emily Fox now steps in. That's better from Arsenal. Now, can we keep the ball? Because we haven't managed to keep it yet in the second half, have we? Leah Williamson now plays it back to Daphne Van Domslo. You can see Barcelona's approach has been slightly different at the start of the second half. They're much more aggressive with their press, almost playing how we played in that opening half. Anyway, Leah Williamson now striding forward, plays a ball up that near side, looking for the run of Leslie Russo. She's not going to get there. In fact, it's good defending in the end, and Barcelona are going to play their way out of trouble here. Great work, though, from Chloe Kelly defensively. She's worked so hard in this game, Chloe. And Barcelona do manage to beat that particular press, and now they've got some space to bring the ball forward over on the far side. So just get a little bit stretched now. Graham Hansen plays it forward. Cross is going to come in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but Daphne's there. It was Bon Mati there with the cross, but Daphne was there to keep that one out. It wasn't a great cross, to be honest. It was straight at the goalkeeper. Barcelona didn't have too many players in the box, actually. And another Barcelona opportunity goes begging. We played 10 minutes of the second half, and Arsenal just really haven't managed to get going. That's a poor ball forward by Leah Williamson as well. And it was picked off by Barcelona. And again, they're coming forward again on this near side with Rolfo. Emily Fox is having to work hard. Comes back again to Rolfo. Plays it infield. And Barcelona now are definitely on top. And Guerrero and Frodo and Rolfo, exchanging passes on this near side. And now Barcelona, in fact, Arsenal won the throw. And the Barcelona bench doesn't look particularly impressed with that decision. But it is a throw to Arsenal. We'll take what we can get at a minute. It did look as though Chloe Kelly kicked it out, actually. But then we wasn't given a corner in the first half, was we? It clearly was a corner. So, they can't really moan about that, can they, Barcelona? But they are back in possession. And they're looking much more dangerous now. Ball played into the box. Again, it's Leah Williamson there. Shot comes in from distance. Again, it's Leah Williamson there. And she has been a rock at the back for Arsenal in this game. But Arsenal can't get the ball clear. And Barcelona now over on that far side, pulled back. And Kim Little steps in. And Barcelona aren't able to make the most of that at all. And can Arsenal actually keep possession of the ball? Because we just haven't really managed to in the second half at all so far. 11 minutes in. And I'm starting to get nervous now. I wasn't up until now, to be honest with you. I think we've controlled the game really well, but the second half has been tough. But we will get a spell. We know that. We said that before. We'll get a spell in the second half. There's no doubt about it. Can we take it anyway? Maybe Leslie Russo can now. She's got clear over on that far side. Brilliant play. And Chloe Kelly's making a run into the box. Comes through Frida Minam on the edge. She manages to touch it back to Caitlin Ford. This is better. Arsenal just want to keep possession now inside the Barcelona half. This is better. This is what we need to be doing. Mariona gets it out to that far side. And Arsenal now can just slow it down slightly. Leah Williamson now, she's got Emily Fox ahead of her on this near side. Leah Williamson. Instead, she goes back to Steph Catley inside the centre circle. This is better from Arsenal. We'll take this. We don't mind this now. We just need to take the sting out of this because Barcelona have been the better team in the second half so far. Coming up towards the hour mark, actually. Anyway, Leah Williamson now. Oh, that's a poor cross, isn't it? For her standards, that's a really poor cross straight to the arms of the goalkeeper. And Leslie Russo just hasn't had any service at all, has she? She hasn't had any service whatsoever. It's been a frustrating game for her, but we know she only needs one chance, Leslie, and, the form she's been in this season, she can take it anyway. Just won the ball back. Leslie's got the ball now, finds Mariona. That looked like a foul, but the referee says no, and Barcelona can bring the ball away. That was good pressing again, though, from Arsenal, but now Barcelona with a little bit of space over on that far side. The last little bit of sunshine over there. The cross is going to come in. Is it Katie McCabe's across? She's had such a good game at Katie McCabe today. Anyway, Barca's still in possession on the edge of the box. And that's brilliant defending from Mariona. But Ona Bato's going to keep that ball in. Barca now doing everything a little bit quicker than they were in that first half. And Arsenal starting to look a little bit tired. Just a little bit tired now. Worked so hard. And it's got a lot harder now in the second half. We just can't get the ball. Barcelona almost toying with us now. That's nice play over on that far side. Still inside the box. Brilliant work from Caitlin Ford. Brilliant work from Caitlin Ford again. Magnificent there. And she never gave that up, Caitlin Ford. She kept on. And in the end, she won the ball. But we can't keep it. We've given it straight back to Barcelona. Now they're coming forward again over on that far side. Bonmati's cross in. It's headed away by Steph Catley. It's going to be a corner to Barcelona. And Arsenal are looking tired now. Maybe we'll need to start thinking about some changes perhaps in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Look as though we're running on empty a little bit, some of these players. Barcelona are preparing their substitutions as well. And it is the dangerous Parallelos coming on. And we know how good she can be, how many goals she scores. But I'm sure we're going to see this corner first. And Arsenal maybe had the better of most of that first half, but there's no doubt Barcelona the better team at this moment in time. It's their 5th corner. They've taken it short again over on that far side in the sunshine. The cross comes in. It wasn't a great one, was it? Arsenal clear it away again with Frida Marnham. It's going to come all the way through to the goalkeepers inside the centre circle. Arsenal got nobody forward. Everybody's back working hard defensively. Oh, that's a poor ball. And now maybe Arsenal can come forward. But again, we've got the ball. We've got no outlet. We've got no outlet at all. And Frida Marnham's just been tackled. And now Barcelona got some space on the edge of the penalty area. Inside the box, the shot comes in. Daphne's down to make the save. And it's going to be another corner to Barcelona. And Arsenal are hanging on here. We can't close down them spaces anymore. And that was a good shot. It was a good save. It was Bon Matty, I think, with the effort there. And Daphne's got down well to her left-hand side and pushed that around for a corner. She's had a good game, Daphne, today. And she's needed to as well, especially in the second half. She's made a couple of good saves already. And it's another corner to Barcelona. Arsenal rocking here, you have to say. We really are. Jimmy says, need some fresh legs soon. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we do need some fresh legs. We are looking tired. Anyway, again, the corner's short. And again, they play it over towards the edge of the penalty area. It comes back out now. Comes out to her in the battle. She's going to try a shot from distance. She does. And it's over the crossbar. And we'll happily settle for that, won't we? Now we can just take a little bit of sting out of this. That was quite optimistic there, wasn't it? I mean, she struck it quite well, but it was always going high over the bar. Daphne was quite happy to let that go. And now Barcelona are making their first substitution. It is Parallelo's coming on. And who's going off? Oh, it is Pina's going off. Didn't have much impact, did she? So Barcelona made their first substitution, 61 minutes on the clock. Still, we wait for Arsenal's first substitution. Surely we need some fresh legs on. We just can't keep the ball. Barca coming forward again. Leah Williamson steps in. And now Leslie Russo's done really well. Chloe Kelly's got some space on this near side. And Leslie's found Chloe Kelly. This is better from Arsenal. We need to keep the ball in this end of the pitch for the time being. Oh, and Chloe Kelly's just lost it. And then she's working hard to try and win it back. In fact, a little bit too hard. It's a free kick. Wayne says, got to hold the ball up. Yeah, we've got to keep possession. We've got to keep holding the ball. Yeah, we just got to keep hold of it. We really have, because, it's been too many turnovers have gone against us in the second half, and we've struggled at times to, this is the Barcelona that maybe we expected, the way they're moving the ball quickly, and they're pulling our shape around, which they didn't do in the first half, really, did they at all? And they've done it much more effectively since half time, and we've maybe struggled to keep ourselves in this game. But it is still 0-0. It is still 0-0. So, we don't need to panic quite yet, do we? Terry says, get Stina on. Yeah, I'll be tempted to get Stina, or maybe take Frida Marnham off. Anyway, Barcelona coming forward again up this near side. It is Rolfo. Can she get the cross in? Says, I want to get the cross in. She wants to keep the ball. Plays it square instead. It's Una Battle again with another shot. And again, it's straight at Daphne. And again, she makes the save. And she's made some saves, Daphne. Most of the shots have been fairly straight at her, in actual fact. And there was just that one, wasn't there, that she tipped round the post in the first half. Other than that, most of the efforts have been pretty much straight at her, haven't they? Who take off, says Wayne. Frida. Yeah, I think maybe Frida. I just don't think it's quite working. We can maybe get Mariona a little bit further up. Well, she needs to get on the ball, but maybe a bit further up the pitch. Anyway, Leah Williamson now plays it back to Daphne. We will get a spell in the second half. We know that. We're going to get some chances. We might have to be patient for them, though. We're coming forward now. Steph Catley finds Katie McCabe. Oh, lovely play. Caitlin Fall's lovely play inside the penalty area. Oh, as a tackle goes in, Caitlin Fall's gone down. I don't think it's a penalty. I'm sure VAR are going to check it. Caitlin Ford is still down inside the penalty area. Or is that Katie McCabe that's gone down inside the penalty area? Anyway, I don't think it was a foul. It was Katie McCabe, actually. It was good play from Arsenal. One of the best moves we've put together in the second half. Leah Williamson steps in again. But again, Barcelona are first to everything at the minute. And Arsenal have definitely got an energy problem in this second half. There's no doubt. Rolfo now coming forward. And there's a Barcelona player down as well now. But Arsenal have won the ball back. Emily Fox can bring it clear. That's a poor ball, though. Really poor ball. And Barcelona have just picked it back up again. Another shot from distance that's gone wide. Why are they doing that? They keep shooting from distance, don't they? And that was Caroline Graham Hansen there. And that was Kate McKay. This is the incident before. I don't think it is a penalty, but Christ, you can't be tackling like that inside your own penalty area. See, I don't know, actually. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, it's going to be a yellow card, I think, for Chloe Kelly. And that's probably just an accumulation of fouls that she's made in this game. But I do apologise there. My internet is just absolute garbage. Don't get City Fibre because it's just terrible. We had funny enough, I had Sky internet before and it was fine. Since we got this, and they said, it was the best internet going, the fastest internet connection, blah, blah, blah. It's absolute garbage, honestly. Do not get City Fibre. They are absolute crooks. Anyway, it's still 0-0, so we haven't missed a lot, have we? But Arsenal still can't keep the ball. We're into the last 22 minutes, so midway through the second half. They got the ball on the edge of the penalty, low cross in. And the shot comes in there, and it was a corner again. Great defending from Arsenal. That was Pajor there with the effort. And Arsenal hanging on a bit here. Wow. Anyway, it's another corner to Barcelona. And Arsenal are hanging on a bit here, as we have been for much of the second half. But this is a type of game you can see, can't you? We've been under so much pressure that we'll have one counter-attack and we'll score. Let's hope so anyway. Barcelona are coming forward at the minute and they're looking dangerous here. Again, now Arsenal defending the box really, really well. Shot comes in, charged down by Kim Little, I think it was. But Arsenal just can't keep the ball. We just cannot keep the ball. And there's 20 minutes to play. And somehow we've hung on for 25 minutes without them scoring. I'm not quite sure how, but anyway, we have. And let's hope that we can hang on for a bit longer and then maybe break out and get a goal. But we need some changes, I think. In fact, we made a change. Has Beth Mead come on for Chloe Kelly? It looks like she has. Okay, I must have missed that when the internet had gone. So, yeah, Beth Mead's on for Chloe Kelly. Anyway, Barcelona coming forward again. Some space over on that far side. Katie McCabe's across, gets the block in on Graham Hansen, and she's defended her well today. Yeah, so we have made that change. It is Beth Mead's on for Chloe Kelly. Maybe the booking for Chloe Kelly didn't help her cause, really. We certainly can't afford to go down to 10, can we? Maybe that was a reason. That's one of the reasons why she was taken off. Jimmy says, man, they're getting pressured, but that defence has been awesome. It has been really good defensive. We've defended so well. And now we have got the ball, but we're going to have to try and keep it. It's a long, hopeful ball forward. Oh, suddenly we might have a chance over on that far side. Leslie Russo's done well. Oh, it was good defending. In fact, the referee's given a free kick. Just for a minute, it looked as though Leslie Russo was going to get clear. And I say we are going to get one counter-attack. You just know we are, at least one. It's just, can we take it? That is going to be the question, isn't it? Can we take it when we get our chance? We needed to take one of those in the first half, really, didn't we? Would have been a totally different game if that had been the case. But anyway, Barcelona is still in possession, but it's on halfway. They've certainly cut out the mistakes. Our pressing's not been anywhere near as aggressive in this second half. And I think that's just down to the heat. Oh, they've given the ball away, Barcelona. And now Leslie Russo is in. There's an opportunity here. Beth Mead's in support on this near side. Is this going to be the moment? Give it to Beth. Give it to Beth. What are you doing? Give it to Beth. Why didn't you pass to her? And Leslie Russo's shot was straight at the goalkeeper. And that's our best chance of the second half. But she needed to pass it into Beth Mead. It was completely unmarked. Instead, she tried to shot Leslie Russo, and it was straight at the goalkeeper who saved with her legs. And that was a big miss that for Arsenal, because we're not going to get too many chances. And Barcelona now back in possession at the other end of the pitch. And why didn't she pass it to Beth Mead? Beth made a great run. She was in space. And Barcelona have headed it onto the roof of the net there from Paja. And that was such a big moment there for Arsenal. It was Beth Mead actually won the ball. And unless he's won it there, look at the run Beth Mead made. Look at her. Give her the ball. And then you can get it back and run into the box instead. Actually, is that Stina? Oh, no. It was Stina come on as well. Oh, it was Stina that's come on. Christ, I didn't realise. That must have been when I had the internet as well. And actually, the goalkeeper said it with her legs, but she should have passed it to Beth Mead there. And then the header comes in at the other end. Wow. It's all happening now, isn't it? So Beth Mead and Stina, has Leslie Russo gone off? Was that what happened? Because I must have been my internet was down. You imagine that's probably what's happened. Anyway, Beth Mead touches it off, and suddenly Arsenal look a little bit better now. And Stina's going to run in behind. She might get there inside the penalty area. Good tackle, and Arsenal have won a corner. And wow, Stina's made a difference already with her running in behind. She really has. And she's won a corner there, and it's only Arsenal's second corner of the match. And Arsenal have got an opportunity. In fact, no, Leslie Russo's still on. She must have dropped a bit wider than her she. Anyway, that's the only problem when the internet goes. I'll lose track of what's happening. Anyway, Katie McCabe's coming across to take this corner. Mariona's come across with her. I'm not sure if we're going to do a short corner here, are we? Or are we going to put it in the box? Russo and Williamson are there waiting as well. Wouldn't it be nice for Leah Williamson to get a goal in the final, eh? It is a corner. Mariona's going to take it on this near side. 73.5 minutes on the clock. Is this going to be Arsenal's moment here? In front of those Arsenal fans behind the goal. Mariona's corner to the edge of the box. It's flicked back in. Headed out though by Barcelona, and Arsenal don't make the most of that, but Barcelona can't get it clear. Kim Little finds Mariona again on this near side. Can Mariona get a cross in? She's got a defender in front of her. Plays the ball instead to the edge of the box. It is good from Arsenal. It's going to shoot Beth Mead. Oh, it comes into Stina. Can she get the shot away? Oh, she scored. Stina Blackstenius off the bench gives Arsenal the lead in a cup final again. Incredible stuff. And Stina Blackstenius has got the goal for Arsenal. And like she did against Chelsea last year, Stina Blackstenius has put Arsenal in front, and the Arsenal fans are going crazy in the sunshine. It was from the corner. Barcelona couldn't deal with it. It was flicked around. It was bouncing all over the place. They got it half clear. It came back in again. And it was Mariona on this near side, kept the ball alive. Looked as though the danger had gone, actually. And then there was a little bit of space on the edge of the box for Beth Mead. Beth Mead just threaded it through. Stina's not offside. The ball was threaded through. A little bit of a loose first touch, but what a second touch that is. Into the corner of the net. Incredible stuff here. And Arsenal are on the brink of winning the Champions League. Stina Blackstenius with the goal through the defender's legs into the far corner, and it is. And after being under pressure for most of this second half, suddenly we've got 2 breakout goals since Stina come on, and we're in the lead. Incredible. Ryan says she really does score goals. She does. What a pass from me. Those are the 2 subs there combining. And this is what your subs are for, aren't they? It's all very well. You've got your starting 11. That's great. But your subs have to come on and make an impact. Our 2 subs there combined. Beth with a pass. Stina with the goal. And wow, Arsenal are now 15 minutes away from winning the Champions League. But we're going to have a lot of work still to do. There's no doubt about that. Defensively, we've been brilliant, but we're going to have to defend some more. Barcelona coming back now over on that far side. The ball drilled into the box and it's deflected off. Steph Cat is going to be a corner to Barcelona. And says Stina indeed. Stina has got in the Continental Cup final last year. The winning goal. That was much later in the game, wasn't it? Right at the end of extra time. This one's come with 16 minutes to play. Anyway, it's a corner to Barcelona. And some people say Stina's not good enough. Well, wow, I'm sorry. But she definitely is. I mean, that corner comes all the way across. Was that already out? Surely it was already out. It is a goal kick. And we're coming into all the last, 13 and a half minutes here in Lisbon. Arsenal are so close to winning the Champions League. It would be the second time, although the first time under the modern kind of construction of the competition. And Stina Blackstenius has got the goal. So 10th goal of the season. And when you think how little time she's played, it's been quite incredible. And Arsenal coming forward again, a ball over the top again, looking for Stina, but that wasn't a great ball. And Barcelona can deal with that. Terry says, come on, girls, hold tight. Yes, it's going to be a big 30 and 40 minutes here, isn't it? Arsenal pick the ball up with Mariona over on that far side. And then it's put out. There's an injury to Caitlin Ford inside the centre circle. I don't know if it's cramped because she literally hasn't stopped running. I know she was fouled, actually, by on a battle. They've had a bit of a battle, those two, actually, haven't they? And Caitlin Ford's got a knock on her calf by the look of it. And it is Stina Blackstenius' goal. Jimmy says, what a great goal for the Gunners. Indeed, it was. Best pass. Look at that movement from Stina. She's miles onside. She was as far onside as Frida Marnon was offside for the goal that was disallowed in the first half. It maybe looked a bit of a loose first touch, but actually it set her up really nicely because she could just swing her right foot round it and get it in that far corner. Look at that. Bang. Wow. That is an incredible moment. And Stina does what Stina does. And is she going to win us another cup? In fact, she scored in 3 cup finals in a row now for Arsenal. Who was the last Arsenal player to do that, I wonder? Well, there won't be any. I wouldn't imagine. Not for a very long. Well, maybe back in the day, potentially. Wayne says, Bev showed great quality. She did. And Rolfo's just gone off for Barcelona. They've made another substitution. Actually, Leon has gone on and Engen's come on. And I thought Rolfo had gone off as well. Anyway, Arsenal now 12 or 11 minutes away. And Caitlin Ford is hobbling off over on that far side. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to continue, actually, but she's done so well. LG says, if we win, are you an apology for Stina? Well, you do, actually. Yeah, it's not just you. A few people have said the same thing, you know, and I'm not saying Stina's the best player in the world or anything like that, but what she does do is score goals. and she's got a goal here that could prove to be the most important goal of her career and maybe the most important goal in Arsenal's history. And we are on the brink of lifting this trophy. I'd like a second goal, but I'm not going to be greedy. Let's just hold on to this for now. And another poor ball from Barcelona, and Arsenal will get this clear with Kim Little. Kim Little bursting from the midfield. This is a brilliant run. Touches the ball off to Beth Mead. Plays it forward again to Stina up this near side. If Arsenal can get a second goal, that would be game over, you feel. No matter how good Barcelona are, and Stina's done well just to hold the ball up. Wayne says, Renee, what a woman. If we do this, give her a statue. Oh, we said that last night on the show. Give her a statue, yeah. Why not? If she wins the Champions League, she deserves. I think Vic Akers deserves a statue as well. But yeah, definitely Renee will, if we can hold on to this for 10 more minutes, plus stoppage time. I must admit, I thought I was nervous when it was 0-0. I'm even more nervous now. Anyway, this ball comes in. It was an idea there to try and get Beth inside the penalty area. It's too close to the goalkeeper. And suddenly now it feels even worse. It feels more nervy now than it did 10 minutes ago when we were under pressure at 0-0. Anyway, Barcelona now in possession on this near side. And Arsenal are having to work hard defensively. Beth there tries to get a tackle in, didn't win the ball. And every single Arsenal player has worked so hard for this. Battle then plays out to the far side. Barcelona inside the Arsenal penalty. Can the cross come in? It does. Leah Williamson's there again, and she has been unbelievable in this game. Absolutely unbelievable. She had to react quickly there, or it would have been an equaliser for Barcelona. Brilliant defending from Leah. I don't think she's put a foot wrong today. Absolutely, she's been amazing. And again, Arsenal defend that really well. Surely that was a foul. And the referee says no, Barcelona is still in possession. That ball chips over to that far side. It's hooked towards the goal, but it's gone over the top. And it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. 81 minutes. That clock is going so slowly, isn't it? Since the goal, it seems to be going backwards. It is on 81 minutes. It seems to have been on 81 minutes for about half an hour. But it is a goal kick to Arsenal, and they've been told to get on with it. Leah Williamson's taken all the goal kicks, actually, because obviously Daphne has got an issue with her ankle by the look of it anyway. Leah Williamson takes that goal kick, and it's a strange one, but it is going to find Caitlin Ford over on that far side. Caitlin Ford threads the ball forward to Stina Blackstenius again, having a run inside the box. Is this going to be another goal? Oh, she couldn't quite get the ball out of her feet to get the shot away, and Arsenal's a mistake there in midfield by Arsenal. I think it was Kim Little, and Barcelona now can bring the ball forward. It's getting a little bit too stretched, this game. A little bit too stretched. And Barcelona in possession over on that far side. Another shot's going to come from inside the box. It's deflected, and it's going to be deflected wide, and it's going to be another corner. That was Bon Matty with the effort. She looks injured, actually, doesn't she, Bon Matty? Anyway, DMD says, don't you think the defending's been good? It's been magnificent, not good. It's been incredible defending from Arsenal today. And we've still got another 7.5 minutes of normal time plus stoppages to defend a bit more because it's a corner to Barcelona. It's Arsenal 1, Barcelona 0, Champions League final here in Lisbon. It's the 9th corner for Barcelona. We've only had 2, but we did score from one of ours, well, from the phase of play that immediately followed it. Our last corner that we had. But Barcelona are going to put this one in long. They've played a lot of short corners today, but that one goes long towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Leah Williamson heads it out. And again, Barcelona can't get the ball away. It hits an Arsenal player on the way out, actually, and Battel plays it out to that far side. The cross is dinked in. It's headed out by Katie McCabe. And again, Arsenal have defended that penalty area so well. But Barcelona coming forward again. Cross comes in. That's overhit. And Daphne will pick that up. And she's going to waste a bit more time. And why not? Rendition says still a long way to go. Well, there's a little bit less time to go now than there was 5 minutes ago. But there's still, 6.5 minutes of normal time. And this is tense. I don't have any doubt about it. This is tense. Because you do feel as though if Barcelona score and it goes to extra time, they'll probably win. Our chance now is to hang on to this or maybe get a second goal. And Stina's going to chase this on this near side. And she's going to get there. And what an impact she's made. Stina Blackstenius. She, in fact, won the corner that we did score from. But she can't hold on to the ball there with 2 defenders around. Oh, and Barcelona nearly give it away. In fact, they have given it away. Mariona manages to get it out to Caitlin Ford over on that far side in towards Oh, this is good play. Leslie Russo finds Caitlin Ford again. Can Arsenal get the second goal? That would calm the nerves, wouldn't it? Leslie Russo on the edge of the box does well. Threads it through. Caitlin Ford. Is this going to be the moment? Oh, she tried to drill it to the far post. Maybe just pulling it back to the penalty spot would have been the better option. And now Barcelona can come forward. Rendition says they'll give at least 7 minutes stoppage time. Oh, they probably will. I'm expecting at least that, yeah. Unless we get a second goal, then maybe a bit less. Great defending on the edge of the box there from Katie McCabe. Brilliant stuff there. And she's telling the Barcelona players to get up. Was that Caroline Hansen? It is. Look at this defending there. That is just brilliant. It is probably a foul, actually. But anyway, we don't care. Anyway, Lena Hurtig's coming on for Caitlin Ford. Caitlin Ford is going off. What a shift she's put in today. Caitlin, unbelievable. And Lena Hurtig is coming on. And Caitlin Ford maybe still feeling the effects of that injury a few moments ago. But what a shift she's put in today. She's been incredible. And the Arsenal fans in the sunshine. And Arsenal getting closer and closer now. It's 85 minutes on the clock. Miss Pinksot says, Katie has really held Graham Hansen to nothing much indeed. And Lena Hurtig is coming on for Caitlin Ford. And the one thing you can say about Lena Hurtig is she's going to be fresh because she's hardly played. So she'll be fresh and she'll be like ready to run, I would assume. And she does work hard, Lena Hurtig. She's not had a great Arsenal career. But wouldn't it be fantastic if she was to get the second goal here? She hasn't had a great time at Arsenal, but maybe she's going to end her Arsenal career on an absolute high. We've still got some defending to do here. This isn't quite one yet, but we're getting close. And I must admit, I am getting quite nervous now. Barcelona coming forward again on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. Arsenal still working extremely hard. The cross comes in from that far side. Again, it's Leah Williamson, heads it away. She's not missed a header. She's not missed a tackle. She's not missed a block. If she doesn't get player of the match in this game, then there's some sort of criminal offence has happened. Because she's been absolutely superb. 10 out of 10 performance from her. Most of the others are on at least a 9, aren't they, to be honest? And the substitutes as well. You know, Barcelona coming forward again over on that far side. Steph Cat is across. She's had a great game as well. Another great block from her. There's 3.5 minutes left. 3.5 minutes left of normal time. But yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of stoppage time. We know that. But when you see that clock ticking down towards 90 minutes, it's like, wow. Anyway, the corner comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. And again, an Arsenal head. And I think it might well have been Leah Williamson again. But Arsenal get it clear on a battle, plays it out to that far side. And Barcelona are knocking on the door. But they've been knocking on the door most of this second half, haven't they? And they haven't managed to find a way through. And they might get a crossing this time from that far side. It does come back in again. Leah Williamson stretches for that. She doesn't reach it, but it doesn't matter because Mariona can bring it clear for Arsenal. Mariona Caldente, is she going to win the Champions League with Arsenal? Having won it with Barcelona so often. But Barcelona are still in possession coming forward. Arsenal looking tired, but and surely there's a foul there on Beth Mead, and Arsenal going to get a free kick. You have to say this referee's done well. She's not fallen for none of the rubbish of Barcelona that many referees do. That was clearly a foul there. Oh, that's a nasty one, actually. Now she broke her nose. Beth Mead. Clash there, and that is definitely a free kick. Jimmy says, Hurtig has the wheels, we need that. Now, yeah, exactly. That's what I think the reason is. You know, she can run, she'll work, and she'll give them something to think about, won't she? Anyway, it is a yellow card to the substitute there, Parallelo, and the Barcelona manager isn't very happy. Some of the Barcelona substitutes aren't very happy. We are in the 88th minute. There's yellow cards all round. Is it for the Barcelona manager, maybe? And the referee's pointed to her watch. She's going to add on some time here. She was going to add on some time anyway. And Barcelona are having a conversation on this near side. Can Arsenal hang on for the remaining minutes of this game? It's going to be quite incredible. I think Beth Mead might well have broken her nose, actually. She's getting some treatment now on the pitch. It's going to lead to more stoppage time. That's the only problem with this. It is going to lead to more stoppage time. And Arsenal making a substitution. Is Beth Mead going to have to come off, actually? She's not long been on. Although I don't know, because they seem to be looking at maybe having to change her shirt. I think she's going to be okay. I mean, it's not a concussion. It's not a head injury as such. It's more like she's got a whack on the nose. I think she's going to stay on for the time being. But Arsenal might be making another substitution anyway. Some of the Barcelona players are shaking their head. I don't think they can believe what they've witnessed today from this Arsenal team. Rendition says it's going to be 11 minutes now. It'll probably be 9. My guess is it's going to be 8 or 9 minutes. And Beth Mead looks like she's going to be okay. Lots of Ruben Moyes getting ready to come on. We're going to shore up that defence. I'm not sure who's going off. Is it going to be Beth Mead? Be a shame because she's only played 10 minutes and she's had a big impact in this game. Stina now's going to be in. Is this going to be a second goal? Stina tries to flick it over the goalkeeper. Can't quite get it on target. She was off balance. Wow. That would have been incredible, wouldn't it? I'm not sure who's going off for lots of Ruben Moyes. Who's about to come on just to try and shore up that defence for these last. We're into stoppage time now. We've hit the 90 minutes. We don't know how much it's going to be yet. We're expecting quite a lot. I'm going to guess 8. I don't know what you guys think. I'm saying 8. We shall see. Leah Williamson's there again. Another clearance from her. And surely there's another foul there on. But 7. There's only 7 minutes of stoppage time. Beth Mead's gone down again. She's worked so hard. And that was Brooks says come on for Barcelona. She's committed that foul. And there's going to be a yellow card again for the Barcelona player. This ref's taking no nonsense. I like her. She's done really well, this ref, actually. Brilliant stuff. And there was clearly a foul. And there's going to be 7 minutes of stoppage time. 7 minutes of stoppage time is going to be played. Rendition says we've got to hang on to what we've got now. We can't think, well, if they score, what do we do? We have to do it. We have to defend this lead. Leslie Russo's going off. Not her day today, was it? She worked so hard. Never got any service up front. She dropped a bit deeper when Stina come on. She's worked so hard. Anyway, Lotta Ruben Moyes is coming on. The 2 friends there. And Lotta has now just got to be nice and solid in there. Win her tackles. Win some headers. Anyway, Beth Mead threads the ball through again. Stina's going to get there inside the penalty area. She's going to head for the corner flag. Stina Blackstone's. In fact, the flag's gone up for offside. How can she be offside anyway? We've played a minute and a half of the 7. Arsenal are so close to winning the Champions League for what will only be the second time, but really the first time when you think about it in the way the competition's evolved. Anyway, Barcelona coming forward again. We've played nearly 2 minutes of the 7 of stoppage time. Arsenal are so close. So close. Just need to defend and work hard. And Mariona gets a foot in there. But Arsenal can't keep the ball. Comes back out to Bon Matti. Still trying to pull the strings in there. But that ball forward's headed out there by Emily Fox. And now Arsenal should be able to get it away. Stina Blackstones. That's good play. Beth Mead. And we go back, keep possession. Leah Williamson now will hit it long. It's not a great ball, actually. It's going to go out for a throw to Barcelona. But a few more seconds are wasted. We've played 2.5 minutes. There's going to be some tears on that Barcelona bench if they don't score. They're already looking like that, aren't they? Cross comes in. Again, Leah Williamson's there with a defensive header. It's going to be a corner. Every time Barcelona get the ball, it's panic stations, it feels, doesn't it? The tension is so high, but Leah Williamson's kept a cool head there, headed that behind. We've played nearly 3 minutes of stoppage time. It's going to be Bon Matti with this corner on the near side. And in fact, I don't know what the hold-up is. The referee's not very happy with something that's gone on there inside the penalty area, so the corner can't be taken. And Arsenal are getting closer and closer. This corner comes in towards in fact, it goes to the edge of the penalty. It's flicked back in again. 2 Arsenal players go for it. We do head it away, and now Stina will lump it clear into the Barcelona half. It's gone out for a throw, but it's in the Barcelona half, and some more seconds are being wasted. But Barcelona have got the ball again. Time is on our side. 3.5 minutes of stoppage time played of the 7. That ball there is flicked over to the far side. Arsenal still got some more defending to do. We've been so good. We deserve this win so much. The ball's played in towards the edge of the box, and Arsenal. It's an Arsenal player there, can hoof it away. Not sure it was in the sunshine, but it doesn't matter. The ball's clear, but Barcelona have got it again. We've played nearly 4 minutes of stoppage time now. Barcelona put another cross into the box, and that one's been deflected behind. Again, it's going to be another corner to Barcelona. 3 minutes of stoppage time to play. Gracia says, I think the anxiety is worse when you are just listening and actually watching the game. It probably is, yeah. I maybe feel a bit sorry for you if that's all you're doing, but Christ, it is tense. It's another corner to Barcelona, and they're going to put this one in long as well. Everyone's lined up around the penalty spot. Can Arsenal defend again? We've defended so well. This one's whipped in. It's going to have it's an Arsenal head on it. Kim Little, I think it was. And now Beth Mead's going to try and bring the ball out. And she's won it back again. And it's going to fall to Emily Fox. Just boot it out. That'll do. And it's going to come up this near side. In fact, Mariona's in space here on the near side. Is this going to be a second goal on a counter-attack? No Arsenal players really bothering to get forward. They are now. Mariona's, as she brought the foul, she has brought the foul. Mariona's got the foul there. And Arsenal have got a free kick. There's 2 minutes of stoppage time to play. Mariona did so well there. She had no one in support. All she did was just stop. And then she's won the foul. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. And this is what we need. This is what we need. With less than 2 minutes left of stoppage time, are Arsenal going to bother to put this in the box or just try and knock it around and go to the corner flag? That was brilliant play from Mariona, actually. There's nothing else she could have done there than try and win a free kick. There's no other options for her. Anyway, she plays it to Beth Mead, this free kick on this near side. A minute and a half left of stoppage time. Beth has gone to the corner flag. Can we get the corner? Can we get the corner? In fact, it's gone out. It's going to be a goal kick. We couldn't win the corner, but we're into the last minute. 1 minute and 15 seconds away from Arsenal winning the Champions League. But Barcelona coming forward now over on that far side. And again, brilliant defending that from Arsenal. I don't even know who that was. It was Lena Hurtig. Wow, now Kim Little can bring the ball clear into the last minute of stoppage time. Kim just plays the ball into the Barcelona half. 50 seconds left. 50 seconds for Arsenal to hang on, and we have won the Champions League. This will be the greatest moment in this club's history. There's no question about that. The cross comes in from Barcelona. Again, it's a header from Arsenal. It's Lotta Ruben Moy. Katie McCabe deals with a second ball, and then she's won a free kick. There's 30 seconds of normal time left. Arsenal celebrations on the bench are about to start, but we can't yet. 30 seconds left to play. And Arsenal on the brink of doing something quite extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. And the Barcelona substitutes are sitting down, looking anxious. They know, I think this game's done. Daphne's going to take this free kick just outside the Arsenal penalty area. There's 7 seconds of stoppage time left. There'll be a bit more to add on, I suppose. We've maybe got 30 seconds to see out. Daphne's going to go long with this. Just kick it long and let's just win the first header. Daphne kicks it long over on that far side. The 7 minutes has been played. Any moment now. And in fact, there's a head injury to a Barcelona player. It's going to be a free kick to them. We might have one more piece of defending to do. We've played 7.5 minutes of stoppage time. Barcelona in possession. Anytime now, referee. She looks at her watch. That's it. We've done it. Arsenal have won the Champions League. Incredible. Incredible stuff here in Lisbon. Arsenal have done it. Stina Blackstenius' goal in the second half. Incredible stuff here. Arsenal have won the Champions League. It feels impossible to believe. Just incredible scenes here in Lisbon. The players cannot believe it. Wow. Just lost for words. Absolutely lost for words. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's probably the greatest performance I think we've ever produced ever. Just wow. Absolutely incredible. Arsenal European champions. Stina Blackstenius with the winning goal for the second cup final in a row. Just wow. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable. Arsenal are champions of Europe. Barcelona can't believe it. They came into this game. Maybe they underestimated us. Maybe they thought it was going to be easy, but Arsenal just gave everything, and they're putting a name on the cup. Arsenal women European champions 2025. Wow. They said it. We said, didn't we? Year of the underdog. It's the year of the underdog, really, in this game. But we certainly wasn't underdogs on the day, were we? Just a magnificent performance from Arsenal defensively in that second half. Just unbelievable. Leah Williamson, what a performance from her. Katie McKay was unbelievable. They were all unbelievable. Get a statue of them all outside the Emirates. This is how you win trophies, guys. This is how you do it. Just unbelievable performance that was. Every single player out there rose to the occasion, gave everything to that cause today. And Arsenal are about to lift the European Cup, the Champions League, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely incredible scenes here in Lisbon. Arsenal have done what many people consider to be impossible. We lost our first group game 5-2 to Bayern Munich. 5-2 we lost. Who would have thought we'd even get out of that group stage at that point? We lost one of the playoff games. We've come through from the playoffs and we've won the Champions League. We've lost 4 games along the way. Just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Every single one of those players have just been incredible today. Incredible throughout this European campaign. Absolutely incredible. David says, hands up, Renee. Phil says, absolutely epic, brilliant job. Absolutely. Can't say more than that. Joe says, up yours, Chelsea, indeed. Sniper says, Gunner girls. That is exactly it. Great send off for Beth. If it is a send off for Beth, yeah, fantastic stuff. Terry says, Champions of Europe, Chelsea, you'll never sing that, indeed. No one else can sing that apart from Arsenal. And it is Stina Blackstenius for the second season in a row has scored the winning goal in a cup final for Arsenal. In fact, she scored in 3 cup finals, all the 3 cup finals she's played in for Arsenal. And it's just an incredible, incredible performance from the team today. Absolutely incredible. And, well, I hope they're not going to cut this stream off now, are they, before the trophies, before they give out the trophy? They better not do. El Loco says, Stina, will you marry me? Oh, what scenes. Ryan says, incredible. Bold Statement says, since the start of Renee, this team was going up for the greatest defence. Arsenal women, indeed. Wow, incredible stuff. I hope they're going to show the trophy now. They can't not, can they? Surely they're going to do that. I know it's a Spanish stream and that. They'll be annoyed, but come on. That was just, wow. That was wow. Rendition says Leah turned into Prime Maldini. Well, yeah, she did. And Bold Statement says, yeah, Van Domslaar is legit young goal. Yeah, she's just unbelievable. They're all unbelievable today. They were all unbelievable today. Now, I want to see if we can maybe I want to try and get the Dazn thing on as well, because when I see this trophy list, Christ, we can't not see that, can we? You know what I should do? I should maybe get TNT Sports, shouldn't I? Anyway, let me just have a look. Because what I want to do is I've just got this feeling they're not going to show it on here. Just got this feeling they're not. I don't know why. But let's have a look and see. Because I think YouTube aren't going to show I just got this bad feeling. Oh, here we go. I don't know where everything's happened. Look, it's all gone wrong in it, but who cares? Who cares? Arsenal have won the Champions League. We don't care, do we? And Barcelona players are in tears, and it's quite amusing to see. And we have, well, I still can't quite believe it. I still can't quite believe what has happened here today. Just incredible. Incredible stuff. And Arsenal are about to lift the Champions League. Arsenal are about to lift the Champions League. Wow. And it just seems almost too unbelievable to take in. Almost too unbelievable to take in. Wayne says, we showed no fear. We got in their faces. League next year. Yeah, I don't see why not. Terry says, looking forward to Lordie's Matchday vlog. I think we all are. Joe says, great event for WSL. A great win for English women's football. Give them a winners tour bus. Yeah, we should have a winners tour bus. Absolutely. Absolutely, we should. Definitely. And the Arsenal players are currently celebrating with the fans before. We haven't actually got the trophy yet. But anyway, Jimmy says there, Stina saying it was the whole team that got us to this point. Oh, they interviewed Stina, have they? Where was that on? Phil says Champions of Europe. Exactly, Champions of Europe. Terry says Stina can't be Swedish. She's too good. Exactly. Wow. We're probably not going to, I've got some Spanish bloody YouTube thing on here, so I'm probably not going to get any interviews, am I, with any of the Arsenal players. I'll have to look at them later. But anyway, I don't really care at the minute. Joe says, your girl, Rich, got to win, as she did, as she tends to do. She did it last year, 3 cup finals in a row now she scored. And yeah, I don't know why anyone ever doubted that. Honestly, I don't know why they have. Jerry says they deserve a trophy parade. Absolutely, they deserve a trophy parade. Absolutely, they do. Jimmy says Dazn women. Yeah, see, I was on there before, but then the internet just went funny. I don't think the internet can handle that Dazn app. Leslie Russo's in tears. She left Manchester United because she wanted to win some big trophies, and she has just won the biggest one of all. And Lena Hurtig is in tears as well. A lot of these Arsenal players, some of them it's going to be maybe their last game for Arsenal. Vicky Palova's in tears as well. She didn't come on today, but she's played her part in this run at an injury hit season, of course, as well. But good to see her back fit again. It's going to be a big season for Vicky next season, isn't it, as well? But these scenes on the pitch are just unbelievable, aren't they? We just never, ever thought that this would be what we would be witnessing today. I had a strange feeling. I don't know why. I wasn't overly thinking that we wasn't going to win. I was kind of confident earlier on today before the game. I felt calm. And I certainly wasn't expecting a performance like that. That was just quite magnificent. And yes, okay, the fact Stina's got a winning goal makes it, it can't be any better than it is anyway, but that maybe just is the icing on the cake, isn't it? As it was last year in the Continental Cup final. Yeah, it's difficult to put into words, isn't it? What we've seen here today from this team. Every single one of them was just unbelievable. And yeah, we've come away with the European Cup, the Champions League. Wow. Just, we've said it for a long time, haven't we? That the women's team have been the team that's brought us the joy over the last few years. Well, the men's team is just leaving us frustrated. And 3 seasons in a row now, we've won a trophy. And, people maybe dismiss the League Cup. Arsenal have won 2 League Cups, and now it's led to a Champions League. You've got to win a trophy to lead to more trophies. That's how it works. You can't expect to go from nothing to winning a Champions League or winning a league title. You've got to build your way to it. You've got to win a trophy first, and that's what we've done. We've won 2 League Cups, and now we've gone on to win this, and that's the progression. That's how it works. That is how it works. So let's not dismiss any trophy. Let's not dismiss any trophy at all, because they're all important. And yeah, we've won the biggest one of them all. Greg says, see what happens if you stay on side. Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. Gabrielle says, but you can thank Renee for changing our team. Absolutely, absolutely. Terry says, Rolf, I got that look on her face. I knew I should have signed for Arsenal. Yeah, exactly. Jimmy says, this is why I love women's football. You never know what's going to happen. No, you don't. And now we're getting ready for the trophy parade. The trophy parade is going to be, the trophy not parade, the handover of the trophy is about to happen. Everybody's lined up. The medals are there. The head of FIFA is there. Is that Josh Kroenke? What are you doing, mate? It's got nothing to do with you. Go away. Don't you pretend to care. This is the team's moment. This is the players' moment. This is Renee's moment. This is our moment as fans. This is for the fans of Arsenal that have followed this team everywhere, that have supported the team, you know, the biggest crowds in women's football in the world. And this is for them. And this is for some of those players, you know, that have been here for years. Kim Little, you know, Manu Zinsberger, Leah Williamson, Katie McCabe, you know, it's for them, isn't it? It's for them, the work they've put in. And it's just about to be rewarded with this trophy. And Barcelona are going to be runners up. And you have to say it's difficult to feel sorry for them. They appear to be a very arrogant team. I thought they took us too lightly today. We had a feeling they might, and I felt that they did. We were bang up for it, and they've been punished for their for that first half, really. Although we got the goal in the second half when Barcelona played a lot better, we would have better. We deserved that. We deserved that. Absolutely deserved it. That's an underdog performance in a cup final. That's why underdogs win cup finals, because of performances like that. I've got a feeling all this is going to be in Spanish, but should we have a listen?
Remontar en esos cuartos de final, también en las semifinales ante un poderosísimo.
Well, it's all in Spanish, but it's good actually. The Spanish are going to have to watch this and read them and weep. Barcelona, we have beaten you, and we fully deserve to beat you as well. Where are we? I need to get my mouse back on. That's Katie Reid. She's played a bit this season, a young player, and they're bringing a trophy now, and they've got the red and white ribbons on it. They've kept the red and white ribbons on, as we said they'd have to do at the start of the game when they brought that trophy out. It's got the name Arsenal Women on it, Champions League. Oh, is there an English channel? Is there? Oh, I can't be bothered to find it now. I've got this one. I don't want to change it now because I'm frightened I'll lose it. And we've won the game on this channel, so I'm going to keep it now. But all I can see is the trophy with red and white ribbons on it. They're interviewing Bob Matty. We don't care. We don't care. Let's show Arsenal lifting that trophy, because we have deserved that today. Absolutely magnificent. And I just want to see Kim Little get her hands on that beauty. Absolutely. The referees are going up now to get their awards. Actually, the referee did well today. I've got to say, the referee today, I thought, was absolutely brilliant. Now, we've criticised the referees in the WSL, and I think rightly so, because most of them aren't very good. That referee today was brilliant, actually. And, you know, the elite referee, I suppose you must be. And she was fantastic today. Well done, referee. It's not often we'll praise referees, but we can certainly praise her today, because she took none of Barcelona's nonsense. She took none of our nonsense. I thought she was fair. She gave free kicks that were free kicks. She gave out yellow cards when they were warranted. She let the game flow as much as she could. Yeah, brilliant. And that's what you expect from. That's what we expect from referees, don't we? We expect that level of performance at a top game. We don't always get it, but today we did, and that's brilliant. And Barcelona will get the runners up first, won't they? Surely they'll go up first, don't they? Is that the Champions League? I can't remember, because It's not often Arsenal are in the Champions League final to... Yeah, I'm sure the runners-up go first, don't they, in the Champions League final? I'm sure they do. But yeah, wow. What that is... I'm still in shock, actually. I'm in shock. Wow. And it is Barcelona going up first to get their runners-up trophies. You know, the second half, they put us under a lot of pressure, didn't they? They played a lot better in the second half, Barcelona. Mariona is embracing all of her former teammates as well. That's a nice moment, isn't it? But Mariona has got one over on them today. And it is Barcelona going up to get their runners-up medals. Something they're not used to. Something they might have to start getting used to because the new kids are in town. And we are now the team to beat in Europe, aren't we? We are absolutely the team to beat. I like this comment here from Johnny. Says, we've had a better season than Chelsea. Of course we have. We've just won the Champions League. We've had a better season than everybody. Greg says, Spurs, this is a proper trophy. Well, it is, exactly. Terry says, best ref I've seen in a while. Yeah, she was absolutely brilliant, the referee today. Absolutely brilliant. Gabrielle says, we are partying hard with this one. Joe says, took it for granted by look on their faces. Yeah, that's what I think as well. That's exactly what I think. And they've come unstuck. And it couldn't happen to a nicer bunch, could it? Let's be honest. So getting those runners-up medals, Barcelona, they've got to walk past that trophy with the red and white ribbons on. They've got to walk past it and they can't get their hands on it because they aren't good enough. And Bob Match is looking at a runners-up medal there, probably thinking, why don't I just play for Arsenal? And now the moment we have been waiting for, the moment Arsenal have been waiting for a very, very long time. And we've done it for Arsenal. We've done it for London. We've done it for the WSL. We've done it for England. And Arsenal are getting a guard of honour from the Barcelona team as Arsenal go up to get their medals. Renee is leading the way, the mastermind behind it all. Renee Slegers, who would have thought that, earlier in the season when she was second in command to Jonas, she would be leading this team to the Champions League, the final, and ultimately to lifting that trophy. And some of these Arsenal players, I still think, are a little bit shocked by what's happened today, but in a nice way. You can see them getting their medals there. Absolutely brilliant. And Josh Kroenke, there you go, mate. This is what it takes to win a trophy, my man. This is what it takes to win a trophy. And Arsenal getting those winners' medals around their neck. Manu Zinsberger kisses that trophy. Beth Mead as well. Caitlin Ford. They'll be able to get their hands on it properly in a little while. Steph Catley had a brilliant game today, didn't she? Absolutely magnificent. Chloe Kelly as well. Really put a shift in until she went off in the second half. Leah Volti didn't come on today, but what a career she's had at Arsenal. Going to get her hands on that Champions League trophy. Daphne, the goalkeeper. Wow. What a performance from her as well. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And Leah Williamson and Kim Little bringing up the rear, of course, sort of joint. I'm sure they're going to both lift the trophy together. You feel as though they will. Some of the young players as well. Naomi Williams, Katie Reid, Jenna Nystrom, another player who didn't get on today. Amanda Illestat, Lena Hurtig played her part at the end. Frida Marnham as well. Here comes Stina, scored the goal once again. That's won the final for Arsenal. Leslie Russo, what a season she's had. Football Writers Player of the Year. And now she's won the Champions League. Mariona as well. She's going to win the Ballon d'Or, surely. Now it's Leah Williamson, followed by the captain, Kim Little. Are these two going to do it together? No, they're not. Leah Williamson walks right past the cup. And it's going to be Kim Little to do the honours. She's been given the cup now. She's got it in her hands and she takes it over to where the rest of the team are in front of their big placard. And it is going to be Leah Williamson and Kim Little to do the honours for Arsenal. Arsenal have won the 2025 Champions League. Arsenal have won the Champions League. Wow. The trophy has been lifted. These are pictures that you will see everywhere over the next few days. Arsenal are European champions. There's red and white banners. Katie McCabe has got the trophy lifted above her head. And this is a moment these players will never forget. They've written themselves into history, haven't they? Arsenal history. We've got a magnificent history anyway. And now it's just been eclipsed. Everything else that this club's achieved has now been eclipsed by this victory today. Manu Zinsberg, we've given her criticism, and probably rightly so, but wow, she deserves her moment here. And Katie McCabe there as well. What a performance from her today, from all of them. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. And these celebrations will go long into the night, I'm sure. And everybody's getting involved, all the coaching staff, all of the players. Brilliant stuff. Everybody's there. And Arsenal have won the Champions League. And is it all still in Spain? Oh, we've got... See the Arsenal fans there, all in red. And Renee is involved in all the celebrations as well. She's not holding back, and she deserves it as well. She's masterminded this Arsenal victory today. Absolutely incredible. Chloe Kelly's coming in January. Left Man City. I bet she doesn't regret that now, does she? And are we going to sign her permanently in the next few weeks? Let's hope we are. Rosa Kafaji injured today. Hasn't really played much this season. She's got a big future ahead of her. And she's got a Champions League winners medal in her first season at Arsenal. She's got the trophy in her hands. Leah Cadena there didn't play today on the bench. But she will be enjoying the celebrations as she always does. And for the third season in a row, Arsenal won a trophy. But we've never won a trophy as big as this before. That is incredible. And Arsenal players are now going over to the fans. And Katie McCabe again with her Ireland flag on, as she tends to do in these moments, running over to the Arsenal fans with the cup in her hand. And these are moments that everybody will never forget. And it's all a sea of red and white. And the Barcelona contingent don't look very happy today. What a shame. What a shame. And poor old Barcelona are going to end without a Champions League again. That's such a shame, isn't it? That is such a shame. And Arsenal are celebrating with their fans over in that far corner of the stadium here in Lisbon. Lisbon 2025 is going to be painted red and white today, tonight, tomorrow, and for the next 12 months. Arsenal will hold on to that trophy. And there's some great scenes there. The Australians there with the trophy. And surely Stina deserves to have that trophy all to herself. It's her goal for the second season in a row that has won Arsenal a cup. And this one is the one that really matters. And those Arsenal fans are enjoying it. And of course they are. Why wouldn't you? What's there not to love? And they're doing a bit of North London forever. I think Andreas's vlog might be quite good. What do you reckon? Are you looking forward to that? I know I am. And the celebrations can really start now. Where the dancing, as the music starts, and wow, it's going to be quite a long night, isn't it? And all the English players there. And there are a few in the squad have got the trophy now. Look at that. That's fantastic, isn't it? You know, some players have come through our system. Others like Lotta and, Beth Mead and others that we've brought in. But what fantastic scenes these are. Daphne Van Domselaar kept a clean sheet again. Mariona Caldente, she's used to this. She does it all the time. You know, she just does it every year. And Katie McCabe and Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly's technically not even our player, and she is there celebrating winning the Champions League. And the players are dancing and singing away here. Great scenes in Lisbon. Fully deserved as well. What a performance that was today. Just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Just, you know, I think we all had a dream, didn't we? We had a dream that we could do it. Did we really believe it would go the way it went there? I'm not sure if we did. But wow, absolutely wow. What I'm going to try and do is they've got a lot of, this is Spanish stuff now. It's dominating because they're interviewing all the Barcelona players. We don't care about the Barcelona players, do we? Let's see if we can get some. I'm going to see if we can get some English stuff on here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See if I can find some English, because they might actually have some English interviews. I don't know. That one looks like it might have finished. But anyway, I suppose it's quite nice seeing the Barcelona players crying, isn't it? I think it's a bit of a shame. Oh, here we go. Actually, hang on. We've got some over here. Hang on. What's going on over here? That is what we like to see. I don't know if we're going to get any. Is it? What's the? Wow. Oh, we're back. So Joe says, anyway, no, a good night to you. I hope you've enjoyed. Obviously, you would have enjoyed it. Why wouldn't you? Arsenal women there, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't hear from Steve. I'm sure someone said she was on a bit earlier. David says, well done. Well, it was the team that did it, and not me. I've just enjoyed it along with everybody else. Wow. Anyway, I'm still a little bit lost for words, if I'm honest. Yorkie says, we just won the Champions League. We did. John says, next season, the double is now the target. Well, I mean, let's enjoy this first before we think too much about next season. Greg says, what a day to remember. Indeed. Incredible day. Wow. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting what happens in the summer now, isn't it? You know, which players are going to come in. Obviously, we know some are leaving already, and we're going to get some names coming in. Is Chloe Kelly going to sign permanently? Who else are we going to buy? We're a big target now, aren't we? People are going to want to come and play for us, you know, because we're champions of Europe. Look at that movement from Stina before the goal. She's peeled away from the defender. I mean, okay, her first touch actually wasn't great, was it? But in actual fact, it set her up nice. Look at that movement away. Look, she moved back and then swings her right foot at it and fires it in that bottom corner. She knows where the goal is. And she managed to pop that one right in that bottom corner there. Wow. Brilliant stuff. Look at that. Just incredible moment. And it's just that we're used to that, though, aren't we? Stina scoring winning goals in cup finals. It's what she does. It's what she does. Greg says we are officially the best team in Europe. No, we're the best team in the world ever. I don't think you can just restrict it to Europe. We're just the best team ever to play football in the history of football. So yeah, that's what we are, and that's official as well. Wow. Terry says, make sure you hit like and subscribe. You don't miss nothing next season. Indeed. Next season's going to be an interesting season, isn't it? We've got the Champions League to defend. And you think last season we didn't even qualify for the Champions League. We got to the semi-final the season before. Last season we got knocked out in a mini qualifying tournament. And now this year we've gone and won it. Wow. Just wow. What an extraordinary season it's been. It really has. And the celebrations are going to go on forever, I'm sure. And rightly so. You know, I say these moments don't come along very often, do they? For players, for fans, for everybody. They just don't come along. And yeah, I think this is the biggest moment in this club's career, the Arsenal women's career, the team, the club. It definitely is. And, you know, when it's meant to be, you know, look at some of the chances that Barcelona had to hit the bar. You look at it and you think it was meant to be, wasn't it? It was meant to be today for Arsenal. Ryan says 2007 and 2025 Champions League winners. Yeah, I mean, I still think that other competition, although it's the equivalent of it, it's not the same. We've actually won the proper one now, and that's the most important thing, isn't it? Greg says, got to go get my train night. Oh, indeed, my friend, well done. I'm glad you enjoyed it today. I'm sure the atmosphere was great in the stadium as well, wasn't it? Even though they only put it on little tellies rather than a big screen on the pitch, which imagine how good that would have been. Hang on, Stina's here. she's so humble, isn't she, Stina? You know, she doesn't, you know, she's not, I don't know, she's just like so down to earth, isn't she? Just brilliant, brilliant. And I say another goal in a cup final, just incredible, just incredible. Jennifer says, "Thank you for the broadcast. No, thank you very much for joining us." Aggie says, "Lena and Amanda, please come home to Sweden." Yeah, I'm sure they will. Terry says, "Stina, what a girl indeed. Incredible, what a girl indeed." And what a day, incredible. Just it is, you know. Stina just said it there. It's hard to believe we've just won the Champions League, but we have. We've just won the Champions League, and you know we've beaten Lyon in the semi-final, and we've beaten Barcelona in the final. And if anybody says, you know, well, you don't deserve that, I don't think you can argue, can you? You know, we've just beaten the two best teams in European football to win the final, to win this competition. You know, just incredible, incredible. You know, I said before the game, we said a little bit last night, didn't we, that, you know, whatever happened today, you know, we need to be proud of what the girls have done this season. But that performance today was just it's difficult to even put it into words. It was just the game in the first half. I thought the game plan was perfect. We got in their faces. They didn't settle. We had the better chances. We should have been in front. We did score that was disallowed. And then in the second half, you know, Barca came out and it was a different game. And they were the better team for a long spell. They had a lot of possession, a few chances. We defended brilliantly. And I said, didn't I, halfway through that second half, we're going to get a chance or two on a counter-attack. We will. And we did. And we took it. And sometimes that's football, isn't it? That is football. That's the way football is. We've seen it so many times over so many years. And that's what happens. And that's what's happened today. And it's gone in our favour. And the year of the underdog. And that's what it's been, hasn't it? And wow. Incredible. I absolutely can't wait now for our next show. But before that, of course, Andreas's vlog will be with us. Obviously, he's got videos still to film, I'm sure, people to speak to and all that kind of stuff. So that will probably go up either at some point tomorrow, I would imagine. I'll do it tomorrow. I just want to go and enjoy this evening and wallow in the glory of Arsenal, champions of Europe 2020. 2025. I can't even speak. Wow. So yeah, brilliant. That's all I can say. Absolutely brilliant. So thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me throughout the season for the Arsenal Women's Show, for the games, everything else. We've really grown this season. The coverage of the women's team, the audience that we've got, it's just been fantastic. And hopefully we can continue this into next season and beyond. And yeah, we'll do all we can for you to keep producing these shows for you to join in with us and enjoy. But yeah, we can't enjoy it much more than that, can we? Just incredible. I'm going to go and get my voice back and enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy your weekend. Of course, it is the finale of the Premier League. Sorry, tomorrow. Whether or not I probably won't do a watch along at a men's game. I don't think I can get my brain around that now after this. So yeah, yeah, we'll be back. Obviously, Andreas's vlog will be on tomorrow. We'll be back, of course, with the end of season review. Now, what do you think we might talk about on the end of season review? I wonder. Let's see. Rajendra says, "See you next presentation." Indeed, we will. We will see you all very, very soon. And yes, so just showing the goal from a different angle, actually. Stina, bang! Oh my word! I don't think we're ever going to get tired of watching that goal, are we? We are never, ever going to get tired of watching that goal. And I'm sure none of these players will. It's like they've created some history. They've written themselves into the history books. And their life will never be the same again, will it? Let's be honest. Their life will never be the same again after that. And as probably won't either. Fantastic. Anyway, Terry says, been a pleasure. Just don't just don't choke to death. No, I was trying to, yeah. And thanks for the great entertainment throughout the year. And no, thank you very much, Terry. Obviously, all your support throughout, not only this season, but the whole lifetime of the channel. And everybody else as well that supported us. Yeah, just want to, just say thanks, really. And I'm not sure exactly when we're going to do the end of season review show yet. We need to work it out. I know Andreas is busy. He's away, I think, on holiday soon as well. So we'll try and get something sorted this week at some point, one night this week. We'll do it for you. We'll look back on what's been a magnificent season and enjoy these great moments and these great scenes. So yeah, enjoy your weekend, guys. I'm sure you will. I mean, what's there not to enjoy? Yeah, enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the final Premier League games tomorrow. We'll watch them, obviously. I'm not going to probably do a stream. And yeah, we'll see you next week for the end of season review. It did finish here, incredibly, in Lisbon. Arsenal women 1, Barcelona 0. What can you say? Just what can you say about that? And of course, it finished. Indeed, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Reza says there, hi Rich and everyone, how does it feel this time? Over the moon, over the top of the world. Exactly. That's exactly how it feels, my friend. That is exactly how it feels. So he says to everyone in the chat, thanks for making the chat funny, sad, and we're European champions. Get in there, indeed. Grat says, try and keep hold of Stina. Yeah, let's hope so. Absolutely. Absolutely. But let's see what happens. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for all your support. And yes, we'll see you soon for the Arsenal review show. It's finished 1-0 to the Arsenal in Lisbon. Arsenal are European champions. Wow. Just lost for words. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. And of course, as always, come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. See you soon, guys. European champions.